Yo, 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 yo. How you doing? Yes, that's what I like to see. All on time. All waiting. Oh, blood, listen, that's good. Family stampeding through the door. Oh, God, I can't even hold off. I can't even hold off. I have to add you now. I have to add you. Do you see the numbers flying up there?
No, I was too busy looking away.
Yeah, I don't know why it's gone back down. It's gone back down to 3, but it was up at 20. Crazy. So we're all in the house. All in the house. How you doing, Eagle Eye Crew? Welcome back to Spartan Red's Chill Out Zone. I hope your day has been blessed. Remember, we cannot live in fear. Big shout out to all the Eagle Eye Crew. Swanee, Quantum, Ben, how you doing? James, he's back. He's back, James. The second.
What is up, James? How you doing? Eagle Eye Crew with the best name. Best name on the plane.
Yo, Ray Bridge, how you doing, my man? Good to see you. Always good to see you. Eagle Eye Crew in the house. Come on, let's jump in. I'm early still. Still early. But it's great to have the boys in the house early. Juan Torres. Whoa! Bricks. Nice. I'm glad you could catch a stream, my man. Eagle Eye Crew, through and through. Ruben Gillett, let's go, Eagle Eye Crew. How you doing, my man? Melt to shit, yo, Spartan Red, and James. Yeah, we've got James in the house. Mike's
in the house.
So it's going to be entertaining, especially when Mike gets in. He'll have some things to say. But yeah, Eagle Eye Crew, love it, man. Love it when you come in early, man. It's pleasing to me. Ray Bridge, don't be a meanie, pack a greenie. Pow!
Don't be a meanie.
You know what? I will actually. I'll tell you what. It's a good thing you're coming in early because got lots of memes to get through today.
Nice.
Lots of them. I've had a bumper crop today. Red Brick Wells, love how I just finished watching Jerry. Now we have you, Red Bricks, all day. Do you know what? This is how it's supposed to be. I only did this stream because Jerry's stream was, a bit hit and miss with the internet. So that at least one of us would be on, so that the Eagle Eye Crew had a spot for the day. So
I didn't know Jerry had a stream today. It must have been later.
He had a stream today.
I didn't get a hit on it. So
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it depends if you're sub to him still or not.
I am, but I didn't get a hit, so I had to go back and.
Yeah, check it, Mark.
You know what? Well, he would have still did it on the same YouTube. So yeah, because I was gonna say he's on a different, he's using a different Facebook, but he'd still be on the same YouTube. So I should have had a reminder.
Well, you should have got your notification anyway, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I know he streamed today, so and that was the point. So that if I couldn't go on or Jerry couldn't go on, one of us would be on.
Oh yeah, we got a couple of them now,
And you know what? I'm encouraging anyone else who's watching, who wants to get up and do a stream or do videos, please do. The more, the merrier. More, the merrier.
Get the word out. Got to get the word out
because they could strike Jerry anytime. They could strike me anytime. And it's there's so many people knowing about this now. It can't just all be down on Jerry and myself. Get out there doing it. Swanee said his stream was good. Melted said his stream was good too.
Yeah, I had to do my homework and check it out. He usually puts on a good stream especially if the video lasts.
I just want to put this up from Ben. JD signed off to give you free airtime. He loves you, Del, and he apologized for losing his shit. One love always. Yeah, I know. I love him as well, man. Said this yesterday. His stream was fab. Swanee says, you know, it is what it is. I mean, nothing in my book. There's no. I don't have absolutes. So you know, one day we probably will get back and be friends again. I'm not never shutting the door out like that. But just for the moment, I just need to be me and do what I want to do without any interruptions from anyone else. And I'm sure you can understand that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Red Brick Wells melted shit. He talked so much. He was so good. Listen, I'm not disputing Jerry's ability. He taught me. And look what I'm doing. So, you know, I always big him up for that. Always. Sonny says you do. Exactly. You can't. The thing about it is you can't. Not two people can't walk the same footsteps in the same at the same time. You can't. My way of doing things is going to be totally different from Jerry's, and you know, I like the way that is. I'm not a clone of anybody. You know, I'm only me. I can only do me. You know, I'm set in my ways. I'm old man. I'm set in my ways. I'm not going to go and follow somebody else's ways. Red Brick Well says, James, what are you eating?
I'm having a royal lunch.
A royal lunch.
Burger King.
He's a Burger King. Cheese
in honor of my newfound friend, I'm having a royal lunch.
Oh man, pork pounders with cheese all round.
I could have went to the Mac, you know, see the Donald, but nah, I don't go there.
But you're right. I mean, you know,
pretty soon I won't be going to Burger King either. But for $5, that's
do our own
going to the grocery store.
And you'll renege. Well, we will. I mean, you know, I'm not singing a different song from Jerry. I'm not adding a word or taking a word away. I'm singing the same song as Jerry. I see exactly the same as he does. Exactly the same. You don't make over 300 videos if you're seeing something different. So we're both singing the same song, and eventually, you know, we probably will be friends again, but just not right now. Let's do extra large meals for days. Melted to shit says. Let's not get into the food. I've just busted a J, man. You want me to kill my fridge? I'll be getting done for raping my fridge, man. Red Brick says, can we see under the hat? No. Nobody sees the dreads, mate. Quantum says, here, look. Everybody loves Jerry. Nobody loves his ego. Pack of Greenie from Brick Melter. Come on, guys. We're not playing tonight. Get in the house.
Get in here. How many we got right now? I don't have a counter. Huh?
All it says to me is it's not enough. Get your asses in here so we can get into these memes and get into some big bad boy evidence.
I sent you a message yesterday. You didn't reply back.
Who, me?
Yeah.
When was that? Before or after the show?
After the show. I told you to send me a link to your support line to send a donation.
It's PayPal. Just go. All you have to do, if you want to do a donation, just go to my the home channel page, and the PayPal button's there.
It would have been, I'm an old man. It would have been a lot easier for you just to send it to me. So I'm like, okay.
Listen. You think you're confused?
I gotta go
about stuff?
You
think I'm confused? Listen, I'm equally confused to be doing stuff like that. I'm lucky that I've got the PayPal button after all the fucking about to put it on there, and then now you want me to send you the link. That's another madness. I can't do all of that. I'm old. All right,
I have to try and figure it out there.
Just go to my YouTube channel and the PayPal button's there. Just press that and it'll give you all the links.
All right, see, I got Jerry dialed into my phone, so his is easy.
Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky. The Spartan leaves his hat on in all weathers. No matter what I'm doing, no one's seeing the dreads, mate. It's just my way. You'll take my power. I'm like Samson. You can't do that. Just like Samson, I get weaker and weaker. Proper Nightmare on Elm Street evidence viewing party. It will be. Just wait and see. How you doing, Knowledge, mate? One Toys better. I appreciate my brother. Who said that? I'm new. Davros. How you doing, brother? Nice that you can jump in the chat.
Davros. You like crew.
Quite myself. I fucking love that old school Kango. It's the military version as well. It's the military because it's, you know, I'm a bit of a soldier because of the name Spartan. So yeah, it is. It's a military one, mate. Old school. I've got a camouflage one as well, but that's only for special occasions, man. That's when I'm really going out on manoeuvres, you know. Right, come on, boys and girls. Not even, you've got 6 more. 6. Oh wow, come on. Wakey. What, we in 5 minutes? 5 minutes since I've been on. Most people thought it was 10:30. I went earlier, so it's about 6 minutes.
Wakey.
Hi, Fred, hitting all the spots, yeah. Wan says, my sister passed away last Tuesday. Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. Condolences to you and yours at such a horrible time. Derek, you playing instruments? I can't recall. I can play the guitar, but I haven't played in a while because I've got, because I'm old now, I've got arthritis in my hands. I can hold it good, but I can't make the chords without really, my hands really hurt afterwards. So I can play the guitar, but I can't play anymore. Late come to us, Odin's beard. Oh, listen, we're all family down here in the chill out zone, one. You know, I feel your pain. I've lost lots of relatives, and it's never easy. One thing I can say to you is, as you get older, you lose things, and it gets you know, it gets you when you start losing important things. Where am I? Davros said, greetings once again. Yeah, Davros says, perfect time for you, 7:30 and into the green, stood on a roof, screwing out of work for a while. Mine don't fall off, mate. You just be careful. Rock down to Electric Avenue, yeah. James sends his blessings to you, Wan. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's never easy. I mean, my missus passed away 8 years ago now, and it's like, although I'm happy, you know, it's still a big miss in my life, you know, just a big miss. So my heart goes out to you, mate. Mrs. James is back from what, you got apple pie now, have you?
I was right here the whole time.
All right. Oh, good. Yeah, James says much love to the chat. Yo, Dino. How you doing, my man? Yeah, I know you're still in shock. I know about what I said. Don't mention nothing, but yeah, it's going to happen. Much hope. Can James play on the slot machine? Empty void. I feel you, brother, from Chief. How you doing, Chief? Grand. I love to see you in the chat, mate. I know you're going to get called away for your dinner soon, but I'm glad you're in the chat. Great vibes all around. Listen, we love you, brother. I love everybody. It's not about anything else. I ain't got time for negativity and hate and all of those things. They wash over me, and it doesn't cling to me. I try and stand up straight. I believe in other people. I believe in the goodness of other people's hearts. in other people's hearts. So it's all about love here in the Chill Out Zone. We don't have the drama. We relax. We look at evidence. You know, we get in the chat and we love each other, and that's all it's about.
One love.
Fred's saying Quantum's in here, but I can never see him on the chat anymore. Wonder why. Yeah.
All I do
one love.
Think about you.
EEC Red Brick people. Yep, we're the Red Brick Nation. We're forming a Red Brick Nation. Think about you. One that cares about each other. You know, really cares about each other. Not this. Oh, when we don't see you, we don't care about it. No, when I don't see you, I still care about you. Yeah, Ray's right. Here we go. Look, one law: do not harm, take no shit. Exactly. I don't go out of my way to harm anybody. No need for it. One love, people. Right, James, I'm going to do some memes then. Earth, Wind and Fire. Exactly. The elementals. Do that singing solo thing, said.
That is actually.
Right, you both good now?
Yeah, I didn't know that was actually a Kango. I heard someone say a Kango, but yeah, so.
Yeah, it is.
I forgot just to.
Oh, now that's old school.
There we go. I'll go grab mine too.
When I was young, I used to wear them when I used to go out and dance, mate. When I was doing my breakdown.
That's my LL Cool J.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Good vibes. Yo. How you doing?
It's too hot.
Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. You got to be outside to wear that fucker there.
Yeah, over in the cold.
Fred can't see me. Mike says good vibes. Good vibes, Mike. Where are you? I sent you the link. So where are you? 405 Soul Survivor. I love that name. 405 Soul Survivor. Sounds like a club I used to go to. Yo, Eagle Eye Crew, he says. Darren says, love the hat, James. You couldn't wear it for long, mate. It's too hot.
Yeah, that's that fuzzy material. I get hot fast.
It's not an army hat like mine. Mine's fit for purpose. His is only look for the show. Only for the show. Get ahead, get a hat, get ahead, says Funny. Fire him up to your meme so you can handle the melted footage later, says Chief Zone Joseph. He knows the format. So you watch the memes, you get charged, and then we can charge into the melted. Oh, I've got some shit for you tonight, guys. I've got some shit for you.
Woo.
Okay. LL Cool J says Quantum. Right. Did I share the screen? I can't remember. No, I didn't. Let's get into some memes. Again, if you haven't joined the Melted Red Brick University Facebook group, please do. It is the EC platform. Here we go. Oh, no, we ain't. Here we are. Wow, just making sure. Everyone saw the screen? Hey, James, do you live anywhere near Indiana?
Well, Long Beach, Cali.
Long Beach in the house. Home of the dogs.
Indiana.
Home of the big dogs. Some people think I hate them. No, bro, I don't even think of you. Ain't got time. Ain't got time. Too focused on other areas. North Koreans celebrating they don't live in Australia. Now that's harsh.
It is. That's bad.
That's harsh. North Koreans, that one of the most repressed societies ever, looking at Australia and thinking, God damn, we're lucky to be here.
You thought we had it bad.
Yeah, exactly. You thought we had it bad. Look at them Australians. Fuck, you know. Listen, they're abusing their own. Oh, this is just, it is abusing their own people. Abusing their own people. I feel so sorry for the Australians. I always send my love out to them because they're suffering.
These people run to the voting booths to keep voting them in.
Yeah, and keep voting these fuckers in.
Well, you got to pick someone.
They need to do a Richard Pryor. They need to vote for none of the above. That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
Fuck them all off. Fuck them all off. Remember last year in March when we told y'all not only would there be a vaccine, but it would also be going mandatory to participate in society, and you all just laughed. That was awesome. That was awesome. The predictive powers of conspiracy theorists. Wonderful. You know, these people have been up to this for a long time. Remember, kids, every commercial that begins with "you may be entitled to financial compensation" refers to something the FDA approved. Until next time. Next time. Calling yourself non-binary categorizes everyone into binary or non-binary, creating a binary system which makes you binary again. So they don't know what they're talking about. They're just making these categories up. They don't make no sense. Until next time, He-Man. Remember, kids, if she has an apple, she has a banana. He-She-Man. And obviously you can see it there. So he's right again. Because atheists need a religion too. Never a straight answer. In
my garbage
never
hat.
A straight answer we trust.
I'm gonna put that on my scarecrow.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's all he's fit for. It's all he's fit for. So the birds can shit all over it. Look, people don't stick to a spinning ball.
It's not going fast enough. It's only like 20, 30 miles an hour. You crank it up to like 1,000.
let alone the real velocity, eh? Wow.
The faster you go, then you start to reverse.
Globetards.
You don't even know it's spinning, and you start walking and flipping and doing everything.
Globetards be like, wow, it really is flat. Youth ages, immaturity is outgrown. Ignorance can be educated, and drunkenness sobered, but stupid lasts forever. Yeah. Astrophanes. Very wise.
Old dumb people out here.
Oh, plenty of those. Plenty of those. Never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth and compassion against injustice and lying and greed. If people all over the world would do this, it would change the earth. That's it. But most of them are too frightened. They're too sheep. Too sheepy. They won't change anything.
Sheepy and sheepy.
Yeah. The only thing that could do it is if there was an event where everyone's telly blew up. Right? If everyone's telly blew up in one simultaneous event, then you could probably get through to them because they wouldn't have that brainwashing tool in the house.
Oh no! Oh my God! The aliens are here. They blew up my TV.
They could have the most wonderful life of being productive and positive out in the real world, and then they go in and shut the door, and then they put the TV, and then that's all negated. They turn back into a
zombie,
brainwashed sheeple again. However stupid a fool's words may be, they are sometimes enough to confound an intelligent man, which they are. They are, because they come out of the left field. It is a capital mistake to theorize before one has data. Insensibly, one begins to twist facts to suit theories instead of theories to suit facts. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the writer of you know who. And he's right, because this is why this stream of my Spartan Red channel was about. It was just about putting the evidence out there in your face all the time of what we're seeing. The X Factor event modus operandi. You know, everywhere we look, it's the same MO. So we're not twisting what we seek, we class data as facts. And as I said, I'm not a snake oil salesman. I haven't got to sell anybody anything. I just put it in a way which I think is understandable for people. You know, we don't have to all know all the glossary of words, but we can all see. One who makes himself a worm cannot complain afterwards if people step on him. Rules, boundaries, and limitations. Don't cross mine. You see, you all see what can happen. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Exactly. You've got to be good inside before you can talk about being good outside. So many people have got this good outside front and they're rotten inside. Wait for the wisest of all counselors. Time. Exactly. As Marcus Crassus said, time solves every mystery. With enough time. This is why governments love to use time, put enough time through mistakes and obvious fraud and all the rest of it. And people start to forget. This was Pericles, by the way, who said this, wait for the wisest of all counselors. The man who's truly good and wise will bear with dignity whatever fortune sends and will always make the best of his circumstances. That's it. You make the best of what you got. You know, you make the best of what you got. You try to be the best that you can be. I'm not trying to be better than anybody else. I'm not no leader, not even a teacher. I'm just saying, look, this is what I find. This is what I find. Look, please look at what I'm finding. Luckily, we have MELTOLOGY as the framework for what we're seeing.
MELTOLOGY.
CNN News condensed cream of bullshit made with 100% fake news. Anybody want a can? Anybody? I don't watch TV, so I don't have to eat the cream of bullshit. Mockingbird, 1945, Mockingbird. Florida has 119 hurricanes since 1850, but the last one was due to climate change. Do you know what? Al Gore needs shooting in the head. Right? He's probably made billions off of his climate change claims. Kids who never have to earn anything will appreciate nothing. Of course. You know, you keep giving them, and there's no, you know, when I was young, it wasn't like a reward system, but you had to do chores and stuff to get your pocket money and stuff. Nowadays, these kids want PlayStations and all of this and not even prepared to clean their bloody room.
You're right about that.
Right? All sorts of back chat and all the rest of it, and then going bonkers when they don't get the latest trainers or, the latest console.
Yeah, they want all that stuff, and they also expect something on Christmas and birthdays.
Oh, of course.
And them games come out every month.
Exactly. And the games,
that new $60 game every month.
£50 over here. £50.
They're not waiting for no Christmas or holiday shit. Oh hell no!
Listen, you have to be working overtime three Saturdays in a row to be afforded.
Hey, I got 3 kids over 23. I know how it is.
Oh.
They all wanted something like, God damn, what are birthdays and holidays? That's just extra.
You know what? If you're doing stuff that I think is like work around the house, taking the trash out, mowing the grass, doing the washing up, getting the hoover out and stuff like that, so or your mum don't have to do it, then yeah, I'll give you. But if you're just sitting on your butt with your room all dirty and dirty clothes everywhere and all the rest of it and giving attitude, you're coming out my house real quick. I'm not playing. I'll throw you out my house. Simple. Because I'm not working my nuts off when you're just sitting there.
That's child abuse.
Oh, God, I don't give a shit. I'm old school. Call me old school, but I love a woman without a penis.
You can't do all that stuff now. Oh, man. Yeah.
I mean, how bad is it that you got to be thinking, has this one got a penis?
or did it used to have a penis?
Or yeah, exactly. As he had to snip.
Oh man!
Oh my days!
Or you
it's
born
so
a
dangerous
woman?
out there. It's so dangerous out there.
That's all you got. You got to ask that nowadays. Were you born a woman?
Yeah. What gender are you, please? Good deeds should be done with intention, not for attention. Exactly.
You ain't lying, because I don't see no one paying it forward no more. These bastards ain't paying nothing forward no more. That was like 3 years ago. That paying forward stuff. Oh man, please.
Nothing. It's all dead, isn't it? It's all dead. You know, you could be starving in the street like this poor beggar, and this man's just giving you the money, but he's got his phone highlighting it so he can go and put it on YouTube. No, just do it out of the goodness of your heart and think that you've helped that one person for the day.
Yep.
There's no attention needed. Don't let getting lonely make you reconnect with toxic people. You shouldn't drink poison just because you're thirsty. I'm never alone. But it is true. Don't go running back to people if you think you're alone. You left them in the first place, didn't you? Yes, I'm old school. I have good manners. I show others respect. And I was always help those who need me. It's not that I'm old-fashioned. It's because I was raised properly. There you go. It's like grandma's morals and grandma's teaching. That's what the kids are missing now, I think. The old values. They ain't got no values in nothing. You are entitled to your opinion, but you are not entitled to tell me what mine must be. Exactly. I have my own mind. I have my own way. I see things the way that I see them, not what you want me to see. 10 years from now, you'll be watching TV and hear, did you or a loved one take the COVID vaccine? You may be entitled to compensation. That's the next few lines. The next few words is to compensation. Oh my God. If they ever get the litany on that, you know, get these companies to court, they won't have a penny left. How you doing, Mike? How you doing?
Good.
Nice for you jumping in the chat. Good to see you. How's your day?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Chilling.
How's your day been?
Hey, you got me in here, man. I didn't even know I was in here. Okay, I'm just watching.
Yeah, you're in here, mate.
All right. Yeah, I'm popping
You're in
and out,
here.
you know? All right.
Just stop the screen for a minute. Yeah, you're in here. You're
Okay.
in. How's up? How are you?
Me? Oh.
Yeah. You, Mike. How are you?
Oh, okay. I'm doing okay. My van's stuck though. You know, yesterday I got stuck with it. I tried to get the tumbler loose. You know, it's like an old 2003 Dodge Caravan, and you know, it's out in the driveway. I'm going to take it to the shop and have them take the whole tumbler out because that's it. You know, basically, I'm stuck at the house for like a few days, but I'm good, man. I got enough, you know, spinach, and I'm freaking all right. Yeah.
Like quarantine again, huh?
Yeah, as long as you got enough
I
of
get
that,
out. I get out. I get a ride from a phone call if I need to get out of here. You know, like one of my friends. So
you tear your hair out to get outside, isn't it?
I got it working good. I sprayed it with that Loctite stuff. You know, I go into the shop the guy gave it to me, and it almost started itself yesterday at the store. Then when I went out this morning, that thing was like froze up, grease. Like I was like, oh, this is done. Both keys wouldn't work. You know, it just wouldn't turn. I couldn't get it started, so I was like, yeah, that's it.
I think you might have to turn.
We're doing good.
Hang on. I think you might have to turn your volume down a little bit, Mike, because we're starting to get echoes.
I'm sorry because I usually put it down to 50%. That's what happened. Sorry.
Start getting the echoes. She says Mike. Quantum says Mike.
Yeah.
Noddy says homeless is rampant. Meanwhile, criminals are being housed, clothed, and fed. Exactly. The system is all over the place. It is jailhouse rules. Really. Jailhouse rules out in the road, in the streets.
Okay.
And then when you turn a criminal or a violent person, then the system is there to swallow you up. So as I always say, poverty is a political strategy. It is not a coincidence or a set of circumstances. Don't know where Mike's gone, but we'll go back into the memes, James. If you hear him coming, oh, there he is. Right, you're back in. You good? Can you hear us all right?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay.
I accidentally... Yeah,
as long
now
as
I'm on
YouTube. As long as you can hear us.
Yeah, I can hear. I had to turn the volume off on YouTube. Go ahead.
Yeah,
You're going to do the memes, right?
Yeah, I'm just getting back in the memes because we've got quite a few.
Sorry about
Audio
that.
sounds good, says the chief. Dave Ross says, "What's up, Mike? Keep it green as always."
Hey, Davros.
Mike.
Hey,
Mike,
Bob.
right.
Chief Joseph.
They're all in the house. Right, let's get crack into these memes because we've got quite a few. And we've got plenty of fantastic evidence to see as well. And I'm sure Mike's going to give us some more rundown on his day. So we'll crack on with the memes. It's great to see you, Mike. I'm glad you could hang out with us. Where am I going? So it's the Eagle Eye crew chilling out as always. Okay. No need to get stressed. It's just us in the house. Coronavirus won't stop Betty going to the bingo. Oh my God. Has no one told you don't have to even have a mask now? Why have you got this bin liner on your head? Look at this woman here looking away thinking, fuck me, this woman must be really stupid. Really stupid. On public transport with a bin liner. Truth does not mind being questioned. A lie does not like being challenged, as we can see by the responses from worldwide government when they are challenged. Especially with this coronavirus shit. Here we go. Look, it's Boris. Just one more lockdown and we'll get you back to normal. I promise. The British public. Whoa! Poor old British public on its face again in masks. Crazy. Always going to move the goalposts. They'll never let, especially a crisis that they've invented, go to waste. This is brilliant. This isn't mine, but I so wish it was. Marty, I just got back from 2021. The chicks have dicks. The people are scared of a cold virus. Governments are removing the people's freedoms, and most are too hypnotized by their TV sets to realize they're being conditioned to accept their own enslavement. I so wish that I'd done this. So wish. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Whoever did this, kudos, mate. Kudos. Here we go. Look, I'll zoom it so everybody can see. Fascism, know the signs. When they suppress all your rights and tell you it's for your safety. When they put police at every corner and tell you we don't want to implement a police state. When they say it's temporary and extend the lockdowns and tell you it's the new normal. When their constant propaganda keeps preparing you for mandatory brackets, forced vaccination, immunity cards and digital ID, then you know that fascism has come. And nobody questions their utter madness. Their new normal looks like fascism, sounds like fascism, tastes like fascism, and stinks like fascism. You've been warned. Let me zoom it back a bit, sorry. Those blast points, too accurate for sand people. But you know what? It's still more believable than the official narrative of 9/11. Oh, I can imagine old Alex standing saying, fuck me, those sand people can shoot. Facial recognition platform misidentified dozens of politicians as criminals. I think the system works. They are criminals of the most disgusting nature. telling you what to do and then going and do the exact opposite behind closed doors. They're disgusting, mate. CDC says a new COVID variant may be needed to effectively bury Afghanistan news. Because it's all smoke screens. It's all storylines in a elaborate movie that they can move to the front of into the public's view and claim that is what reality is. You can get it. It's like a film. Different parts of the film being pushed into the public arena, and you're buying it as real. What do you call a nerveless javelin thrower? I don't know. What? Shakespeare. Oh, he's had too much green for the day, so his spear is shaking. Oh, this is just
boy.
That
was a weak one.
Yeah. Oh, I have legs again. Amazing. Kids, what is he doing here? Because if you remember in the story, he kills all the little munchkins, don't he? He's a bad Anakin. That's what that's about. Okay. He kills all of these. If you haven't watched Star Wars, that won't make much sense, but it's quite funny. Casual Star Wars fans, how did he survive? Star Wars theorists, how indeed. Disney, oh, what does it matter? He's back. Really, what he's saying there, Disney saying, I don't give a fuck, we're making more money. Disney, I can't believe we sold out to Disney of all people. It's crazy. And now Disney's making the films that are all shit. Liberals, the NRA and the NRA. It seems the tables have turned again. Gun owners not really killed a little bastard. See if I can. Oh yeah, they don't give a shit, man.
No.
Don't ever give up your weapons, my American friends. Don't ever. Calrissian, you and the princess need to wear a mask. You said if we got vaccinated, we wouldn't have to. I'm altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. Never believe the dark side.
Oh, no.
They're always lying. When all my friends get a warning about being exposed to extremists, but I didn't, maybe I'm the extremist. You know, he's looking at his hands. Me? I'm not an extremist. I think Chancellor Palpatine is a spliff lord. He's had a big hit there, though, isn't he? Look, this one at the bottom, he's had a big hit, guys, all red. May the spliff be with you. Saying that, let me light my one. Yeah, man. So I went like me hunting, but I just had a look around usual spots. The vaccine works great, Greta Thunberg. We all know who this is, though, don't we? Poor old boxcar, you know.
He's burning one for sure.
Must be a dad. When someone tells you that they think you post too many memes, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Because I don't. Support your local meme support your local meme dealer. I'm fresh out of memes today, mate. Fresh out. Fresh out of
conspiracies. They all turn out to be true.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the other thing. Yeah. They all turn out to be true. Invasion of the body jabbers. They'll be coming up on well, they're doing it here in the UK. They come up with mobile jabbing stations strapped to their backs, wanting to jab people in the street. Crazy. Yeah. Have you been jabbed? Would you like to get jabbed? Blah, blah, blah. It's madness.
No way. I never even put a mask on ever, man.
Oh, no. I'm done with all that anyway.
I boycotted them all from the get-go. I even got thrown out of Walmart. Beat that one. Permanently.
Yeah. Listen, this is they can all fuck off as far as I'm concerned. Sorry about my language, but They can all fuck off with that. Right. 1, it's health reasons. 2, it's a ritual. And 3, only idiots will want to do that. A+ says quantum memes today. Thank you. Davros is laughing. Fred's laughing. Quantum saying Greta Thunberg. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Boxcar Willie's her dad. Yeah, we know it. Master's just so last year. Exactly. Says Ben. Dab said this is killing me. Yeah, you know what? I like try and find a bit of relevance in what's going on because I don't follow the news. I'm not on mainstream. I don't go follow any news. I don't only watch television for that. My television is on so I can enlarge the picture from my laptop. That's the only reason I use it. And so I rely on men like Mark and Ray and a couple of others to keep me informed of what's going on because they're always watching the news. Well, not just watching out, picking out stories and stuff, things that are the alarm bells, you know. So I'm thankful for those. Who's in the wait? Sorry. Oh, that was you. Sorry, man. Yes. So yo, Evaldas is in the chat. The Prince.
All right.
Evaldas, hi sir. Yesterday found some melty caves of still existing doing in Castle Dean. Peter Lee, such a rush, amazing feeling. Yeah, I bet. I'm glad. I hope you got. Well, I know you would have got it captured, so I hope to see it posted up in the group soon.
Yeah, I used to be Valdez, his friend on Facebook. Then I left, and I just lost all my friends. So, but yeah, I watch you guys all the time with on Jerry's shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, how you doing, Tam? From to the far right of me. Good day, Flame of Beautiful Souls, Spartan. Nice. Yeah, glad you can make it, Tam. Hope you and yours are all right over there. I know you guys are feeling the weight of the heel of oppression over there. So I know you're not in going to tolerate it, but just you be careful. Fireball had a fireball. Greetings, Tam. And we just also had a fireball. You've got to get it. Great taste, 33%. Oh, listen, that's your bad.
I heard about that fireball. I almost got it last time I was in a liquor store.
Yeah.
Red hot.
Evaldas loves it, mate. He loves it more than me, I think.
Cinnamon schnapps, hot, right, Papa? Like.
Yeah. Evaldas says, "Yeah, Mr. Mark, I remember you when you was on Facebook."
Yeah. The tattoo man.
That's him. We're keeping our heads in the trench. Yeah, don't put your head above the trench too often to get it licked off, Sam. You be safe. Frederick David, the old Eagle Eye Crew gangster salutations. Thank you, Evaldas. Always a pleasure when you're in the chat. Hopefully you're going to get on the show soon. Yeah, Trey. Gone demonic, looking out and unshad from jobs, food stores and traveling. Great.
It's a corny.
Yeah. It is.
There we are.
Right. You can go first, James, I think, tonight.
Okie dokie.
Just to, do it a little bit different, I've just done all them memes anyway, so my mouth's tired.
Well, I reduced mine down just so we'd have enough time on the show.
Yeah.
Without doing a whole bunch of them. So.
No, we're all right. We're gonna probably run to about 3 hours, I would have thought. Evalda says Newcastle really rowdy tonight, loud and lively, not too retarded. They ain't on the face diaper game during nights out. Of course not. Can't fucking drink 20 pints with a face diaper on.
I thought I saw him on Jerry's show earlier. I stopped in to see Jerry had a little show on about an hour ago or so.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I don't hear you, Mira. Okay.
No, you're good. It's good.
Okay.
I always say to people, don't think it's not that you got to do one or the other. You can do both. We can watch his, I don't watch mine. I watch mine, not watch his. It's up to you, lot. It's not schoolyard shit, you know. Mark says, "What's up, everybody? Ivaldes, Dave, Fred, Quantum, and everyone. Everyone, check out the Instagram for everyone. Check out his Quantum's Bear Traps Instagram for evidence." Fred says, "Great memes, Derek. Thanks, mate. Got to keep up the levels, you know. Got to keep up the levels." Right, so go on then, James. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Didn't see you was ready there. You are in.
I'm just fine with photos.
Take it away. Take it away when you're ready.
Trying to find the folder. The hell did it put it? Oh, man. I know where the hell it's at. Oh, what is going on here? Oh, here it is. Sorry about that.
Oh, panicking there for a minute. Because that would be if I might, the file I want to show is not where it's supposed to be.
Well, you know, when I put it on here, I didn't, it just throws it on here anywhere. So I had no idea what the hell it was. This one's a little blurred, so I won't go too much in on it. But see all this melting coming down. Melted right over these bricks, turned them block, and then melted. All this meltage on this side.
Wow.
Scorch marks coming up over the arch. But I don't want to go too deep in it. Pancake lines up here, melted down. Balloon rocking up here, everything melted up here, just trashed. Viscous, melted.
I see the doorways there all heat expanded.
Got all this up here.
See the brickwork down here, it's all heat expanded and cooked. The tops are all melted and charred, yeah. All this bricks and the columns here, all one side of them all heated and charred. See pancake brick lines here. There might even be the seating area that's melted.
Right.
I think it's the seating area. Carbon 14 stains.
Things in here just cooked.
I mean, just the demeanor of the place, it just tells you I've had significant heat damage. It's made me melt.
That black is like electrical. It's not mold, I don't think. That stuff looks like it was electrically fried. This top of those brick earlier. Did you see that?
Frying tonight. Wow.
Little hobbit hole. Just total melt job. Got your cut line still going across. Flow down. Everything behind it is nothing but ash.
It's like campfire marshmallows over there, says Knowledge. Indeed, I mean, look at that big wad of balloon rock in the bottom there. Madness.
Once again, all this melts in the back, coming down, pocket of survival, left all these storefronts.
That's Saudi Arabia, the same design as they got in Peru. You see those like inner markings? They're so similar, man. The same kind of design.
Yep, same building. It was all brick.
The concrete molds are the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the facing of it. Yep.
Ray Bruce says, "You see beauty, I see devastation." Exactly.
It's just blocked up.
Oh wow! Zoom up. That's it. Zoom again. All right, now pull it down.
Yeah, sometimes you can see the
up there in that right-hand corner there.
Like ice cream melted down.
You can see a door on the far right, extreme right. It's a door.
Possible. Rock curtain over.
I lost it. Okay.
Tops of buildings. Flooded and melted.
Yeah. No color left.
Carbon-14 extruded all the way out.
Nothing growing on it. No color to it. Just completely.
The things just melted. You see these people climbing it, so.
And it'd probably be easy to climb because you've got bloody melted brick lines.
You know, when it goes through all those transitions of the heat, and when as it cools, some of that stuff cools hard as like. And no matter how much rain over the years, it doesn't seem to erode.
No, it won't.
This stuff looks, this stuff, those guys running through it, you can see them just dusting it up like it's smoke, right? Some of it. And if that's dusty, you're not going to be able to climb something that dusty. It's got to have some kind of, rigidity to it.
Come on.
Look how many layers of brick that is. That's solid brick. Look at that.
Here's the guy down here.
That's incredible.
All these viscous holes. These might even be windows. Some of these are probably windows, doorways, apertures. Total melt job. Still got some brick lines going through down here that are
blocks to the bottom right as well.
That you can still figure out.
And it's leaning as well. Oh, damn it.
Look at that thing.
I mean, look at that.
And that's a top of a building. What's left of it just melted.
Yeah.
All the ash just filled this in. They probably had to dig this out. It was probably flooded.
They've dug out the walls from the melt that's around it because it was flooded as well.
Yeah.
So you've got melt within melt. You've got the melt of the building, and then the is melting as well. Inside the walls, that's all brick ash. Crazy. Everything's tops of buildings. Nolly said melted fucking ice cream. Yeah, it is. It's like butter. I mean, why would you build that there then? In amongst, inverted commas, a mountain, inverted commas. Why would you build that there? Vishnu Temple.
Look at that thing right on top of that rock. That's insane, man. How did that survive? Oh, that's crazy, man.
Oh,
that's insane. That's dead evidence. Oh shit!
You've got to conclude
that escaped it. That survived. That escaped all that just by keeping its distance. Everything
You're
else.
talking in the broadest sense. It's a pocket of survival, obviously, but you also have to conclude where is the rest of it because they're
that
not
thing had to
put
gather
4
electricity
columns on the roof on the top of a boulder. Right, they're not going to put 4 columns on the roof on a bloody boulder. High up
on top of a mountain.
Air. They're not doing that.
Top of a building.
It's top of the building. And this the remainder, and there's a proof as well by that what's on the right hand side as well. All that was related.
It looks like
all
Arizona
one building.
desert,
And look at it. Look at it. Look. Oh wow.
Yeah.
They would have said the X Factor even took a shit on the realm. Of course it did. Said, look at that. It's a classic.
Still got some brick around here.
Right? That's insane. That's more survival.
Wow.
The bricks didn't survive. They kind of ballooned, but they didn't go next level. That one area.
Yeah. Right.
The other stuff is just not even touched from because it's on 4 legs right there and escaped the electrical charge or whatever went up.
Yeah,
you if it came up, it tries to make you understand it, it's hard to. Yeah, and the question: how long did this event take? It could have took, and it could have took instantly. It could have took 3 days. It could have took hours. That is a lot to it for it to.
Exactly.
And it's as well as the same as we know that the densification had to be quite rapid.
You try and find books written about it. And, if they're anywhere, they're damn in the Vatican, or if they're written about it, people aren't understanding that. I've read something about this heat, something getting so hot it took 3 days. It lasted 3 days. This is one of them, holy books, or one of those scriptures. Yeah. It's just accounts of stories, but there might be some validity to them. You never know. I keep, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But no, I mean, me personally, you've got to also be wary.
There's got to be some kind of records that might have survived the heat.
You've got to be careful of the books because they've been in the wrong people's hands. So you've got to be careful.
They had to go through Jesuits.
Yo, Red Bricks, how you doing, mate?
Yo, Red Bricks.
I always go with what I can see, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. I want to see before you can make me a believer.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just throwing out speculation. If you don't keep throwing stuff out, I'm not saying it. I'm always, it makes you think, makes me wonder sometimes, and
it's like that guy saying about about the written in the Vishnu or Krishna books or something about the event or something.
Yeah,
we'll just pay that stock to that.
No.
And the other thing is that they're describing that the sun went down, but they're not describing anything about their buildings melting to shit.
I know.
So how much stock can you put on it? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it has to be researched. I'm going to take time over the weekend to have a proper
it's going to take years. We're just going to be talking about this for we're not going to get any answers. Sometimes we're going to have more questions again.
No, it's not that, Mike. It's to that specific theory that I text you about.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to have a good look at it over the weekend.
Yeah,
and
we can read it out if you want, but
no. I don't want to read it out.
I'm still gonna let it digest some more, man.
I've got to look at it properly because I really haven't had time to look at it properly.
I've discussed it with one other person. I've went over it with someone the Chief Joseph, man. I explained.
Oh yeah, well you would do, wouldn't you?
I explained it, and we talked about some stuff. So we're getting Bob's.
It's all good. I mean,
Bob's really
we're all looking for the pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah.
The trigger of the event is a major piece of the puzzle.
Right.
If we can find out and know for sure, or it's never ever sure, but if we can find out to an extent the trigger of the X Factor event, it's another piece in the puzzle. So I'm glad you talked to him because no doubt he will have a very keen insight into it. So carry on, James. Sorry to
no worries.
Look at that
big balloon rock underneath here.
That column.
That's India, right? Yep, absolute. You can tell by their archetypes in the concrete. The guy's chilling out there like this,
Yeah, kicking back.
What's his name? He's one of the blue guy. I think he's one of the blue gods or something.
Is it Ganesh?
No, he's got no trunk.
I can't see that well.
No, it's a guy with that long space helmet looking thing. There he is, Sam. Right. That's what's Krishna, not Vishnu. What the hell's his name?
Vishnu, maybe. I'm not up on. They've got so many that you never can nail them down.
Might be one we don't know about in their age. Who knows? With these narratives they've been shoving down our throats our whole lives.
Please. Have a top of a building.
That power station looks fried.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was. The whole place looks like that.
Yeah, grid component.
Jen does a lot of you see Jen on Truth Seeker, she does a lot on these Indian what do you call these things? They have a name. And then she had some interesting stuff. Her and her friends.
It's Pakistan and India. They've got like
Cambodia too.
Yeah, and Burma as well.
Vietnam.
Thailand is another place. That architecture is just sort of typical for that region. I think.
I know.
It's typical for that region. You won't find much new world builds over there, but you do get occasional.
They did. Even though we were all one thing, we all had our own cultures. We all respected each other. We probably visited each other's, before all this thing melted down, and it could only happen one time. When I first got into this, I was so frightened that, it had to be more than one until, and if you think about it, that your baby there, huh? Go.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where you've been? Oh, right. Fred says power station needs a service.
Yeah. Totally scorched.
Knowledge says they always seem to be in a state of relaxation in most old world statues. Yeah, they were relaxing, enjoying life, mate. They weren't.
We don't know they had religious buildings. This just might have been everything they did had this kind of mindset. They're like so advanced. They didn't learn anything that we learned. They just.
It was a total different game back then. Total different game.
We're not even supposed to be knowing it. And we're coming here as new people. This was like forbidden history. I don't even know if the creator expected us to find it. Hey, we found it, man. We're in search of truth. And not much.
Well, I mean, you're saying creators. We're the creators, aren't we? So
yeah. They're not much of the biggest.
We've forgotten we're the creators.
Right, exactly.
Look at
another
that,
one of their temples that's surrounded in these big balloon rock. So there's the rest of it is all ballooned up.
I mean, if you cut that in half, would it be solid? You think there's rooms? Wouldn't you love to just do a cross section and just to see inside them?
Yeah.
If I would love to. Just.
Well, we got a lot of pictures of the insides of different, those so-called caves and stuff that got ballooned rock on the outside. Some of them got rooms. Some of them no room. Ballooned in. When I used to follow Wise Up, I had me thinking that all of this place had to be with the flood, the big Noah flood. All this stuff, you could tell it looks flooded. Meanwhile, no one's ever talked about it. Ever since we did this red brick, we knew it had to get flooded once because we could see it. But other floods besides that, I mean, how much more of a flood can you have when you already flooded the realm out many more than you did? How much more flooded you're gonna get? You're gonna flood the top of a building already? That's already flooded.
Yeah, I know. It drives me insane. They keep going on about these resets. It's madness.
Look at that, man. You can still see the brick underneath it, and that's got every stage of just about
right
crazy evidence to know.
Even to these big balloon rock megaliths. Hey,
what insane pockets.
It's mad.
I think that's my last one. Yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah, there's not much red left in that. There's a couple of red bricks, and you see the plants growing out of that wall there. You see it? Just a couple.
Oh, wow. Well, James.
That was good.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
I did some searching on the internet, too. After looking at Spartan stuff, I ain't going to top that, man. It's everywhere. The stuff you've been showing. I still haven't watched like 10 of your videos, Spartan.
With me?
You know that? You popped out them 16. I was like, you're way ahead.
I work like that. I work like that.
We should start pulling them up. Did you go through them again? There's enough evidence and all of that stuff that end.
Well, this is another reason for the stream. I can actually go and use the base photographs on the stream rather than bring up the video because it's better quality just doing it from the photographic pictures. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just bringing up videos, but just using the photographs. So it just saves having to load it from YouTube and all this business. So pictures are always better detail. So this is what I do. Right, so let me just.
How about around your town, Derek? You got a lot of buildings. You ever do any walkarounds in your earlier videos?
I was supposed to do a boots on the ground video a couple of days ago, but it pissed down with rain the day I was supposed to do it. But now I haven't got the time now for another week. But I live in a small town just outside Oxford. We've got
Oxford.
Oxfordshire in Oxford.
Oh,
Oxford. in Oxfordshire.
Everybody heard of Oxford.
Yeah.
The Oxford
So,
Library,
I mean, I haven't been to Oxford for a while, but it's not there that I want to go. I mean, I need to go up there and do some work because I want to go around near the university and stuff, because that is very, very interesting around there. Because obviously it's an old world, all the building, all the streets are melted, all the buildings around it's melted. So it's very interesting. But I want to go up to my local town because it's a very small town. It's, you know, the old part of the town is an old styled church with churchyard and graveyard. But I've done a slight video on it before, but I need to go back because it's got bricks melted into the ground. The bricks of the church is all blocky and hollow, and you know, it's just what I need for my first one. So I will do that.
Every town around here. I mean, if I could work my smartphone, if I had one person that would just walk around me one time and get me to show it and show me how to download and get a video, I'd be having videos all the time. I mean, I go out, I have a great time. I walk around by myself. The whole town is just nothing but these buildings, and most of them are crumbling. And, you know, we're on hills, and you can see half the buildings are only showing, and the whole buildings aren't built like that. It's if I walked around, you'd be same anywhere else as everywhere else. And this town, you can see, I go into where they're taking them apart and rebuilding it, and you can see all under the streets where you can see just crumble, just great evidence that I should just be going around. And it gets frustrating, but I just walk around town. I was still learning the town, you know, riding around my bike, parking my van. And
best way to discover it. Best way to discover it, get your camera out and go riding, mate. It's brilliant. Anyway, we're going to look at a bit more.
Yeah, let's go. I got to click this thing, right, to get an image. Oh, okay. No wonder why. See, I didn't click that arrow that was on the screen here on the StreamYard. All right.
Can you see the first picture,
big,
right?
Yeah, that white balloon, right, just completely white down on the bottom there is like the most heat where it got it. For some reason, it was white instead of black, right?
Right, yeah, because don't forget, this is melting down, but this is actually inside the walls.
Yeah, I love that red. I love that red arch on the bottom there. That's the survival pocket if it has the color in it.
You see that it's heat damage at the bottom, but obviously the grass is hiding the melt.
Oh yeah, and
the grass is disguising the actual melt because I mean they don't build on acute angles. They just don't. I mean, how do you build on an acute angle? You just don't.
No,
this was all on level ground. It's melted downwards into the melt.
Topsoil accumulates over hundreds of years too, so you know there's layers of God knows how much that's still there. You can there's still salvage a building done to there probably, and you know maybe not. Who knows?
You got to dig them out from the brick ash, haven't you?
Yeah, look at that.
You know, the doorway there. This one's mangled. The window's too low. They wouldn't never build that, and then obviously this archway is mangled and moved down. But look at all the bricks, and you've got the huge manglement here on this tower. See all the red bricks in the windows.
Mm-hmm.
The arches in the windows survived. Again,
you know, and if there was bricks, people would steal them to repurpose them. You know that had to happen over the years too. Not maybe over here, but in other places. Because
it's a case of, you know, no one's going to nab these because they're all damaged.
Not them. I'm just you
know. Look at
that one in the background. I like that one all the way right there.
Yeah, well, yeah, the double arch.
Turned.
And then you've got the manglement of the one in front.
Oh,
the bricks here.
Look at that little brick right there. That one red brick in the corner, right on top of the doorway there on the right.
Right here.
Right there.
Right there. Always one. There's always one rebel.
Yeah, he can't. He could take the heat.
But down here, this balloon rocket couldn't take the heat. This part of the building couldn't take the heat. You have to melt like ice cream.
Imagine going on one of them castle tours in Ireland and they're explaining you this and you're trying to tell the guy you want to tell him really what it is. They'll probably look at you like you're completely nuts. Yeah.
Listen, they'll be calling the men in the white coats.
Right.
You know? Look at this wall. Crumbling. Churning up. And then obviously the arch is being filled up. Heat's expanding. Bricks inwards. Closing the arch up. This is incredible damage. Incredible damage, folks.
Yeah,
Told
it is.
you I had something to show. I mean,
Look at that.
Resistance is not futile.
Talk to me.
That's
Talk to
killer.
me.
That screams what it is. And once you see enough of it, you just, you know, it's like, all right.
Look at that
Balloon
arch.
right over.
Look at the arch.
I know. Oh. Somebody forgot to paint the middle there.
They're not understanding.
They whitewashed the whole
Mike.
damn thing.
They're not understanding,
They
James, that the heat came from the bottom upwards.
Right.
Now, if you're going to close the circuit, but these bricks with batteries, they had to store some kind of heat. I mean, whatever they were making them out of, they started, once they served their purpose, all bricks must have been made the same with the same type of machinery and however they did it. I mean, how high can you keep building? Then you got to carry up stuff. Listen, if you're up there, you would have to use an airship. If you would just think about that, like if you had to keep building these to get so big, where are you getting all this stuff? I mean, eventually you'd have to get it up there. You know, it's like the questions just keep getting crazier and crazier. And the reality breakdown is just insane.
They do.
I know. So
here we go, looking for enough. Look at this here. This part is just gone. Oh my days! Now you're unawoken people can say, "Oh, look at this! There's a piece of mountain inside." Oh, how did they? They built the tower around this piece of mountain. Wonderful architecture. Exactly. Never realizing, well, actually, that's the building melted.
Yeah.
Craziness. Come on. Don't joke with Spartan because he's got all angles.
Really?
Tell me.
Scene, that's incredible. Outrageous.
Of course it is. I am outrageous. Outrageous.
Imagine if there's a big balloon rock down that goes 100 feet. Then under that balloon rock is more red brick, untouched, perfect red brick. Yeah. And then another balloon down here. Maybe there's another.
Still preserved.
You know, we didn't really dig, you know, just something to.
I'm sure excavators dig up brick all the time. Everywhere. Not just in those Middle East somewhere.
Everywhere around here.
They just don't know what it is. Like, they must have had another building here. Yeah.
They're saving all the bricks downtown. All the old red bricks. These things are so old they look like pumice almost, but they got their red color to them, but they're so like worn. They've been through something, but they won't throw them out. You know, they got piles of rubble and they got stacks of perfectly old, you know, bricks that are,
Oh yeah.
So the guy is saving it. The contractor is saving it for something.
Yeah. Giant popcorn.
They still go with the narrative of, this was built in. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let him talk, and there's no way the whole narrative is no way.
Look how this is all popping out here.
Look at that, man. Those are still perfect red bricks. You can see them underneath. Just jutting.
This wall here, the adjoining wall's all damaged.
Gotta be. Of course, I definitely go with the theory of the electrical grid, the patterns of the bricks. You can see how they're laid that way. So of course you're gonna get when the blocks, they're gonna block like that with crazy heat. And you just imagine what it might have sounded like too. I mean, you couldn't even be around the damn thing, and the atmosphere must have gotten completely charged. And how do you breathe through something like that? You know, goddamn. Look at that.
There's nothing you can say. You have to just look at it in your eyes and know what you're looking at because it is.
Somebody put a flag on it. Got to keep it clean every day. So there's definitely a groundskeeper.
It's called free advertising. Put my flag on it, and here it is, Ogradzenek Castle.
Ogradzenek Castle. That sounds like it might be in Croatia or one of those companies.
I think it's Slovenia.
Slovene.
Or Slovakia. Slovenia or Slovakia, I'm not sure. I've had too much to drink already, so I can't remember. But look here, you can see bricks.
Look at that traditional classical.
And you see how the melt is going across into these bricks. This balloon rock is going across, wanting to take out this little section. Crazy.
It's like a disease, it is.
It's like a hungry tumor. It's like a hungry tumor, isn't it?
all through the arch and this creeping all up inside there.
Yeah, man. Listen, this arch is just crazy. Crazy the way it's expanded inwards on itself like this. One side and the other side, making the crease in the middle. Mad. A Grisniak Castle is mad because it's this.
That must have been so perfect when it was brick, red, perfect. Look at everything was just.
This is the melted red brick logo, group page logo.
Even when they make cartoons these days, they even make the castles looking like they're made out of stone, like someone was gathering riverbed stones and popping it in concrete, and that's gonna support the whole thing. And they got facades just like that. Everybody around here has a burnt red brick fake facade, like they try to mimic this damage on their driveways. You go to Home Depot, half of that junk for your bathrooms, like those square bricks that half of them are jutting out. You ever see that kind of tile? It looks like damaged red brick tile. It's all jutted out.
Always stimulating.
Why would
we haven't got
mimicking destruction? Yeah.
But we have got arches up here, look.
Where don't you have arches? The whole place is just arc.
Look at it.
Architecture, right? The arc.
Melted downwards here. Look, the arches are obviously sunken into the melt. Grass is hiding the damage. And then this tower is just leaning back, melting. And whatever else is attached to it, this wall is the same. Got the melt in here. Rock curtains. Balloon rocks. This tower is gone. This one has got a huge balloon rocks at the bottom as well, and it's going to go too. Then
they call that granite, huh?
Yeah.
That's obvious. Wet brick becomes granite. Yeah.
What's this down here? Bottom left.
A little pocket of survivor down there.
What is that down there? So if that's that down here,
looks like my granite
over here then. The opposite corner in the right.
I don't know what's going on. That brick doesn't look any. They should analyze that brick and see what is when that brick that's different than what they're making it today. Whatever the difference is what. Because the bricks we make today, if you would have made them back then, I don't think this place would have fried because they weren't the same. I don't care what you say.
The old world, as you said it earlier, Mike. The old world.
I know, but that's the original. If that's the old world brick, that's got to have evidence there. As long as
capable of storing the electrical charge from
the old world brick
through the building. So they're obviously different. They're more susceptible to overloading if there's a surge than a normal brick, because the normal brick, I wouldn't surprise it would be couldn't hold as much charge that the new one.
Is that conductive, I mean, that's like you'd be able to just circuit with a whole building. You should be able to just light a bulb, by taking one side of the building with a wire the other side of the building and which it would light up. Or it was a different kind of electricity. We have a hybrid form.
Yeah, we've got the low grade.
That Ken Wheeler explains the whole thing, and then they had
this arch,
that piezo thing we were talking about. I think there's with this, the more this thing melted down, the more quartz it made, right? So if there was quartz in the beginning, after this X Factor, we've had more quartz made than anywhere in the world, right? So just think about that, right? So all this quartz they use in Atlantis with their big quartz crystals, where would the crystals come from before the X Factor event? They grew on the ground? These are questions like people are like, what'd they make their first bricks out of,
Someone's volume's up because I'm
Yeah.
I've got all my levels set to quite low, so anyway.
Am I talking too loud?
Probably, still? But you need it's just your level, your volume level needs to come down. But here, look, you can see the rock curtain over it's dripping, part of the building, melting downwards, towers sinking downwards. It's all damage. You can see this first shot again. See more of this sunken tower with this brick archway. You can see the flow, mate. That flow down. This opening, I don't know if it's a door or not, but it's heat expansion damage. And a nice little carbon 14 vampire decides I want to live on this top of this wall. A Grisniet Castle. Right, let me just jump out into the comments. I didn't realise you was back, James. You put little one down, did you?
Yeah. I'm standing up with her. She's getting a little fussy, so I'm just listening in. But I put her on mute, so.
Are you waiting for her mum again?
Yeah.
That's all good. Oh, bless her.
And she forgot to give me her pacifier. But she said she's only gonna be gone for 20 minutes.
Set me up. Oh, you're all good. She can watch some more melted buildings with us.
Oh yeah.
Right, let's go again. Here we go. Wow. When you say damaged building, melted like butter, just feast your eyes on the damage there. Heat coming from the bottom, huge balloon rocks. You've even got a row of a part of this wall here, still showing some red brick. Popping out here. This is totally gone here. This sheet of melted red brick. It's just mangled. As I say, this archway is just heat expanded this way, heat expanded that way. See red bricks at the back, charred. The windows are all heat damaged and had heat expansion.
And now they're not whitewashing these buildings on the top. They almost look like, you know how you put that, like that whitewash that you paint the concrete to make it look white. I mean, it makes it look better, but that stuff almost looks like it's like they painted it white to make it look whiter. It didn't matter anyway, but you know.
Some of them do though. I've noticed that some of them do. They even paint the actual rock, the balloon rocks as well.
Yeah, it gives it more of a contrast to look. Yeah. See that? Look, it looks like it's been, you know. Maybe not, man. Maybe that's the heat. Maybe that's the, you know, because why would you paint the other one all the way down on the left?
It's just been so. It's been so hot, and the
I don't think they painted
been driven out of it, so it just looks like chalk, don't it? You know.
Yeah, now that you showed me that back one, I don't think they painted that. Thank you. That was good. I changed my mind.
We can always do that, mate. It's not. We're not Sith Lords. We don't believe in absolutes.
No.
I mean, look at this. Rock curtaining up, damaging the bricks. The bricks are all mangled anyway. Then it stopped. It stopped, but not before the bricks were all fried. Look at this window here. This might be an arch. But this window here, there's all heat expansion damage. And this archway filled up, look. It's not filled up with the rock curtain shit, the balloon rocking shit. It's filled up with bricks. Madness. Oh. Come on, people.
Yeah, my mind just goes crazy. I just can't believe how they I try to understand how if you look at how thick the bricks are, just how much work, it just doesn't, you know.
Layer after layer after layer.
Yeah.
The process seems incredible, doesn't it? You know, the actual, because it couldn't have been labor intensive how they did this. How they set it all up couldn't have been labor intensive. No way. They'd still be building it if they were using.
I know, man.
Using, you know, their vessels as the labor. You know.
Maybe someone thought it up in their mind. Every brick.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was here when you just got someone laid that one out on the table too. Man, it's an old concept, but nah. Maybe.
Yeah, not rock curtains. Balloon rocks. Rock curtains today. Maybe it was yesterday because we had loads yesterday. But balloon rocks, slightly blocky here. top of the building, melted downwards.
I mean, how did they build foundations? Like, you had to build on something. Did you put concrete, or you just started with brick? We never go down far enough.
Flat. It's got to be flat and level.
It's got to be flat. Of course it does. It's got to be hard enough to hold it so you don't sink.
Oh,
so whoever must have thought this up just was so. Oh my God, not for these pea brains from what we got.
Well, we can see when they erect their buildings up around these grand old world buildings, how shit the actual buildings are that we have now.
If they're giant people that built it, why are they using such small bricks that we use? You know, that's another one that drives you nuts. Even though,
exactly.
You get down to it, you know, that's another.
Nice.
You see the small bricks in the building, but huge fucking doors.
I know. Yeah.
You know, you go to the is it the Duomo Cathedral in Italy, and you can still see small red bricks, but the huge fucking doors.
Oh yeah, I've been there a bunch of times. When I was younger, though, I was in my like 20 or something. But I've been to the Vatican. I've been all around Rome more than 2 or 3 times.
Rome is just an incredible trove of evidence. That's what I think about Rome.
Yeah,
people see it as beauty.
The building to the right is mangled.
Yeah. People see Rome as beauty. I see it as devastation, mate. But that's me.
Jeez.
Where's the rest of the building, people?
With all these buildings, they couldn't have farmed cows. If this happened, they didn't have just mountains. So the more you try and think and try to understand it, the more confused you get. You get harder to answer.
Pocket of survival in the middle here. Look.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that, and
all this is building towers. I reckon towers that have been melted beyond recognition.
Yes.
And you can still see the brick.
Eagle Eye Crew knows what it is.
Man,
of course they do. Of course they do. What else?
But to the untrained person, they think it was skilled labor.
That's how white it is, like Dolomites.
Yeah, it's cooked out.
The way they were able to contour around that rock. And build right through it.
And put this huge window in over here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, look
There's
out.
No way anyone whitewashed that whole thing. That'd be crazy.
Forget that.
Cavemen did it.
I mean, come on.
Wow.
What's that here?
All swolled up, man.
What's this here in this little tower, this little pyramid-looking shape? But it's a tower that's melted downwards.
It was a portico, probably.
What's this here?
A window.
Little
Can you see
scavenger.
it?
An arch.
Yeah, I got the carbon-14 scavengers taking over.
Mhm.
And then look, we see
That's
the tower
the
again. It's
cutout.
been cooked. The tower's cooking.
Tower's
It's going
to the
upwards,
dome.
going upwards, and then it stops.
We got chimneys like that. The old incinerators in Brooklyn, those are old world. No way do we build them. These things are so high. And I used to pass by them driving away as a kid. They have like the perfect. Now I remember them plain as day. They were perfect. They're not there anymore.
No, they
were there in the early '60s, but they would
have got rid of all that, mate.
Man, you know,
they can't let people notice things like that.
Yeah.
Plus, they had no function for them. Like shit, we can't use them for what?
Yeah, exactly. Might as well.
Oh, they
scrap them and use the bricks for something else.
I forgot the name of the bread company. They advertised that thing as their company, but
yeah. Like you need something like that to make the baked bread out of, huh?
Yeah, right.
They don't use that technique around here.
It's rock curtained over. Looks like a window there or a door window,
Yeah,
and it looks like the top of an arch down here.
Yep.
Tower
curtained all the way down on the ground too, huh? Just spilled over, hardened up.
Wow.
I'm gonna keep it fast because there's plenty of pictures. This is the other side. You can clearly see it's made of red bricks. So if this is made of red bricks, all of this is made of red bricks. It's obvious. Don't get triggered and don't get confused. I'll skip that one. It's a bit blurry. Can't remember exactly what's on this. I mean, look, there's
Red brick
pocket survival.
religion.
Yeah, pocket survival there. Look, what happened to the rest of it?
Always building next to a balloon rock.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
it's been
They
transformed.
yeah, they saved them a whole wall. They don't have to build that wall now. They got
Right.
Yeah.
Get a discount on the land.
Pocket of survival here on the right. This
Yeah.
didn't survive here on the left.
And the chemtrail up at the top.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
not really. That
Say-
was
say, fuck you.
to
If you figure
fizzler.
it out, you can have our toxins. You won't live long enough to tell anybody else.
They were spraying us for so
Yeah.
long.
More a different angle on the damage.
What a group.
Alright. Here we go. Aerial shot. See how it was inside.
Yeah, all
was
over.
balloon rocking up because the inside was melted as well. Inside the walls. Outside's melting downwards. Huge pieces here. Look.
Is
All
that
this
then
castle.
scaffolding?
Is
Yeah.
that part of the tower there? Melted as well.
Oh yeah.
Actually, this is one of the castles that I would really like to go and see as well myself. Physically, you know, just to because all right, these photos are okay, but if you had a meltologist go there, the photos would be different.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have totally different angles on these pictures. Again, you can see how it went blocky at the bottom. Cat's attached here to the balloon rocks. This wall's going. Great place to visit, though, I would have thought. I mean, look. It's doing the concertina bit. As it's melting, it's doing the, you know, like a concertina when you pull it, open it and close it. As it closes down, it starts to squeeze everything down. This is what's going on. Windows are all manky and heat damaged. Oh, hello. Tops of building.
That's a hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
That's a giant's hand.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
it's
six finger giant. One of his fingers
yeah,
broke off.
exactly.
You can see it, right?
One
One
it's,
of
got,
his
it's
fingers.
mutated. It's five, but two in the
Six-finger
middle.
giant.
No, it's the six finger giant. It's that broke one right there between them two.
Hey, Spartan, can you go back one? I want to look at that archway. Can you
I
zoom in on
will
that archway?
allow this.
One more.
All
Yeah,
right.
can you zoom in on that archway on the right?
Yeah, there's bricks inside there too. Inside
Yeah, I was
the
looking at those bricks as they go all the way down. They even
Yeah.
go down.
They even look at the
Yeah,
air
right
conditioner.
there. They go all the way down to there. So what?
All in here as well. You're right. All the way
Strange how they
down.
have a split right there. You know, this
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that little balloon rock right there.
to let you
Right,
know
that-
right there that it.
That was
that
the
it-
old Rapunzel's little tower she throws down her hair.
Throws
I
her hair
know,
down, yeah.
Rapunzel's.
That's crazy.
Well, you can't conclude anything else, but this was damaged by severe fervent heat. No other way to get all of this melt up. All red bricks turning viscous. I mean, look, it's just cookie dough. Look, it's all super hot, melting downwards, and then it just stopped and densified. Snapshot in time on the X Factor. You look at the size of this.
Whatever's left of it.
All this is melted into the melt. This is great grass. It's hiding the liquid brick flood. Pocket of survival. Always, I like a clock tower. Towers to the domes. I love the way they put these little
Yeah.
corner parapets on the buildings. Obviously, it's tech. Seem to see it everywhere. Look at the angle of the melt.
Yeah, flowing.
Yeah.
These are incredible places that are never fully investigated properly, which is why they get away with this bullshit narrative about these places. Oh, it was built in 1412 and all this crap.
Right.
You know,
you could see a doorway right inside that rock in there, man. If you went and really looked
look
at it,
how
right
hollow it
there,
was.
you could see a perfectly square like walkway in there or something.
Yeah,
You know,
and
on
the
the
left
inside
of
of
it,
the building and stuff. You can see the windows up and even higher in the background inside it.
almost the side of it almost looked like it's just busted open, but the front of it looks like the doorway.
no, here.
No, the other side, other side, by the down, yeah, right up in there. That looks like a doorway.
Yeah, I pointed that out on the other picture we had.
There's probably rooms that you're still in there. You know,
that looks like brick right there. That looks like
right there, right behind
brick.
it. Right, look at a red brick to the right of that. Right there, there. What is that? That looks red brick.
It's mad, isn't it? It's absolutely mad. You know, it was a building. You know, it's a building. It was something like this behind.
You were just asking, Michael, what does it look like inside those rocks if they're hollow? Well, there's a hollow one for you.
There you go.
Yep.
Incredible.
I'd go exploring, and I could still do it. At my age, hell yeah. I just got to get this hernia sewed up, and I'll be back to brand new again. I'll be spinning.
Why do we need stairways on mountains?
To get up those things really pancaked to nothing or whatever that is. You can't even tell if it's a staircase or not.
Yeah, here you can. And it's a staircase, and then it just melts up here.
The rest of it, you would have more than that hernia fixed if you're going to go up that other part.
Yeah, you got to make sure you got your truss.
I was in Arizona, Mount Lemon. You go up to Mount Lemon, right up outside of Tucson. You could see it. I went up there, and you could see all. I'm telling you, if I went up there again and took them pictures, you'd see all of this stuff.
Is that right?
Yep.
Look here, block lines, but you can clearly see the
Look
color.
how red it is.
It's red brick, carbon 14 stains. This is rock curtained over itself. You see the where it was viscous and starting to separate, stretched. Just here.
Yep.
These are all cooked block lines. Here's that stretchy.
Stretchy.
See it? Look at this. Look at the edges. It's melted red brick. All of it. What can I tell you, folks? You're living a lie if you don't understand meltology.
Pancake.
Yep.
Pancake block lines of a building.
Yeah.
There is no terra firma.
They got flat.
It is all.
Yeah, there was people home that day.
That looks like a statue, or it was a water fountain or something, maybe. Doesn't it? Look at the bottom of it.
I can't tell. I can't tell. All I know is it's melted.
Looks like a bird bath now, maybe. I don't know what it is. It's holding something up.
It's just very lucky because you know what? This is all melt. What the liquid brick flood probably came to about here.
Yeah, it didn't look nothing like that.
That's why this is so. This is why this part is so thin. It's been in the brick flood.
If red brick is the precursor to everything, then you would have thought people just made a religion. Like, let's worship a red brick. Since the whole realm is full of red brick. I keep telling you that all land is melted red brick. Look, this is all cooked red brick.
Cooked.
To the left, the staircase in there. Yeah, the windows. Yeah, look at that.
All here for you to see. Look, that block it is here. Huge block. And then, sorry.
And look at the doorway. That thing just tipped right over and got stuck in that hole when it melted. It just went flop and just didn't fall.
Yeah, look, that's what I was getting to up here.
Yeah, man. That looks like it might have fell while it was melted, while it was melting.
These are two separate pieces of the building and they're expanding outwards. So this has tumbled in and got caught in the melt, and that's why it'll never come out.
You're right. Maybe they probably fused together.
Yeah, it'll never come out. It's melted in there.
Yeah.
This was viscous, and this was viscous, and it will never come out of there.
All right. That's how you really know that's how it happened. Look at that. The same.
Look at the melt.
That looks like that looks like Turkey has half of them, all those buildings and all those.
It's incredible that it took just ordinary guys to figure this out when we've got a whole academic fraternity that sitting on their asses doing shit.
I'm honored to just be in this group of people, but let me tell you,
we're not silly in this group. Can't afford to be. Tops of buildings.
But
look at the vegetation. Shows you there's a lot of carbon-14 about for them to be so fruitful. To see the pancake brick lines.
Yep.
Wow.
Again, bits of building. Look here. These are block lines. See the
always level with the horizon.
It's crazy. It's great crazy because we now understand what we're seeing. We now can understand what happened to this building.
Imagine what the inside looks like. One room is like half a room with a big rock in the middle of the room, and people are like, "Wow,
in the ceiling." In the ceiling. How did old Grandpa Joe build with that big bulging piece of rock in the ceiling, Nan? Oh, he was very ingenious, your granddad.
I gotta go to the restroom, man. I'll be right back.
So have I actually. So I'm going to do the same. I'll just leave this picture up. Are you in the house, James?
I am.
Well, can you manage the chat then?
Make
sure they're behaving themselves. I'll be back in the team.
Oh, they're behaving. There's the Eagle Eye Crew. Valdez, what's up? Eagle Eye Crew. No cap. Chief Joseph. The chicken I just ate rolled off the grill. Looks red brick meltage. Good. That sounds good too. I'm starting to get hungry again. Frederick, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Eagle Eye Crew. Quantum Bear Trap. Tavaros, what's up, buddy? Hope you're hanging in there, man. Eagle Eye Crew. Much love to all.
Oh, right, that's better. That is better. Again, look. I mean, it's just about showing evidence. And because the Eagle Eye Crew ahead of the curve, we was going to have the best evidence. But take it from me, we can't be everywhere and see everything. So if you got the minerals, you got some evidence, please get in touch. And I will get you on the stream. No problem. It's always good to see someone else's work.
Absolutely.
And to hear their take on their evidence. It's always good. I love it. And it makes us stronger. We have to grow. We can't all just be flowing through me and flowing through Jerry. We've got to grow. We've got to grow strong repping gangsters. You got to be a gangster. And I don't mean, go around shooting people and shit before you take my words literally. But what I'm saying is it's got to be like we've got to be soldiers because, we're gonna have the slings and arrows and scorn from everybody because they just don't understand what we can see. So you got to have the minerals. So if you have got the minerals, get in touch. You can get on the stream. Yo, Nicole, how you doing? Didn't see you in the chat. Davros, nice one. Beehive, Fervent Heat, love you, mate. We're gonna have a chat in the next couple of days. We're gonna have a chat in the next couple of days, Dean. You already know what it's about, so it's cool. Anyway, The chicken I just rolled on the grill looks red melted, says Chief. He's got the barbecue on. Nice.
Hey.
I love that. I love that. Right, let's just shoot back.
Hey, guys.
Shoot back and finish these. We're on 2 hours. Oh, that's good. I have to get up early, so just want to whiz through these. I mean, please. Electrified, meltification, and then densification. The whole building, apart from this. Incredible damage, incredible power. I mean, this is all sunken down. Look at the bricks. All heat damaged. And then look, we've got the brick killer. We've got the super hot invading, balloon rocking, and it looks like a mountain, and we built it inside this mountain. We spent 30 years carving this window.
30 years.
At least.
And look here. Look how this brick's turning into a block. Fervent heat from below, changing states, altering states of matter.
If you sold hammers and chisels back in the day, you can make a fortune just selling.
Oh, listen,
carved everything out.
You know what? I wouldn't even do that. I'd be the guy with the grindstone, constantly sharpening them. That's the job to have. You hire 3 boys, give them a grindstone each, sharpen chisels all day long, mate. Because they'd have to be coming back 3-4 times a day.
That's the narrative everywhere, and the AI is pumping it out to get you frustrated. The more you
carving,
look,
chiseling,
you know?
It's crazy. Because there's no one else you can carve and chisel this shit, right? And no amount of mud flood can melt bricks.
Yeah.
Just remember, Bruce Lee told you.
If it wasn't for melted bricks, there would be no mud.
Mud is melted brick ash, fools, with moisture. It's so simple to understand. But no, it's mad. It's mad. Mud don't melt bricks, my friends. Mud can't do this to this castle.
No.
Not even white mud.
Right? Yeah, not even white mud. No chance. Stop it with your mud. Come across to the red brick theory. Come across to meltology, because that is what happened. Buildings melted from super hot heat from an electrical field from below. Fools.
Apparently.
And I don't mean that horribly. Everyone learns at their own rate, so hurry up learning, because we're not waiting for you.
We had to peel a lot of onions before to get to flat Earth.
Cool. You know what? I don't think I've got enough days left for people to be taking it that long. When it's not a hard thing to grasp, especially if you trust your own eyes.
Yep.
Right? You have to trust what you're seeing. Once you can trust what you're seeing, and then obviously you have to watch the documentary, because then it's keystone.
That's what zetetic science is all about, right? Zetetics, when you.
It's so easy to understand. You don't have to. You don't even have to push yourself. You just put the documentary on, sit down, give yourself time to watch it, and it will become evident very quickly. I'll be flagging everything. Yeah, we own it. We own it. No, you don't. Stick your nationalism up your ass.
Those days are.
Look, sunken down, melting downwards, and this is melting with it, the central part. It's all along this central part here. Ice cream like butter. like butter. This castle has just got it all. You see that arch here?
Yep.
So you build an arch on top of this for what reason? What reason would you do that for?
I don't know. Maybe the rest of the building fell away from it. It was just.
Maybe it was a dwarf tunnel or something. You know,
It's a Stargate.
Because you're just not going to just build an arch there and just on top of this. What? No, it's mad. I mean, you can all see this damage. I'm not even going to describe it because it doesn't need description. You can all see it.
Right.
You can all see it.
Look at that.
They got a little bit of red down at the bottom on that arch.
It's so obvious. The bricks on the bottom of that big lump of that rock in the tower. You just know there was never a mountain or a rock. That right there, just to be fact that the bricks are in the rock there. Come on.
I mean, you can even see just above this wall here, in that melt at the top of the window.
Yeah.
Just above where my cursor is. That is conclusive. This melted. You can see it melted. Even newbies who don't know nothing must see that this melted.
Yeah, surprising that tower didn't tip over. The rest of the building is holding it.
It looks like it wants to go. It looks like it wants to go this way.
Yeah, the walls were holding that up because it's connected to that wall. If it wasn't
for this one here.
Yeah, if it wasn't for those on both sides, that thing would have fell right over. Look, underneath it.
Went that way.
Yeah, would have went right over. And but
the marvels of the old world order building technology, it managed to survive.
I don't think anybody managed to survive to see it happen though, and they said,
they were vaporized, mate.
Hey, at least it was quick. Yeah. The way they got us suffering forever here, I'd rather just the
quick out is always the best out.
Yes.
I mean, look.
They didn't get time to put the shoes on. Boom.
I know. Got to give your pineal gland a second. Hey, wait, I got to make some damn tea before your head comes. You got to take.
You ain't got time for tea, mate. You ain't got time for tea. You best smoke your last spliff.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'll be thinking. I'll be thinking, fuck me, it's my last spliff. Wow. No, I don't even want to go there.
Every time you do the DMT, you trick your body into thinking you're dying because that's what's happening. Your body is giving you the closest thing to what's next. It's telling you, get your shit in order. Whatever I just showed you right then. Now you know what you got to work on. And believe me, I don't forget. I'm still digesting that believe me. I'm still processing, what I went through and the guilt and all of that crap. And it was just happening.
Huge castle, though.
Yeah, look at the bricks. I like the way you get this. You guys got the crazy evidence that I can't even find. I've been just all stages of it, Look at that.
Well, Mike, you just got to keep digging, mate. You just got to keep digging.
Google likes to talk. They like to throw stuff in your face because it's like they know you're watching it, and everything they keep showing me is like, wow. It's like how did they, on their previews on when you got your screen thing, they show me just crazy stuff.
This wall's been curtained over. Look.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All the bricks in this part all gone, and obviously the huge balloon rocks. Incredible damage. Absolutely. And people don't question it. They believe official narrative.
They're too busy going to school becoming architects and the new architects and just other worrying about money and paying the rent and your parents telling you be a doctor, be this. You get on a school bus every morning, the TV's on all the time. Come on. How do you pull out of that? What praise God. I mean, if anything, we're just lucky that we're even here being where we are, or anywhere for that matter.
Come on, look at this damage. It's incredible.
Unbelievable.
The more I look at it, the more incredible I think it is. Absolutely.
Being consumed.
Absolutely.
It was on its way.
This would have just buckled, mate. And any more over this side, it would have buckled.
Gosh.
It's still quite high up. So all this damage in the center is weakening it even more.
Just look how white that
Yeah,
is.
sorry.
No, that's fine, but it's
red bricks. Red bricks.
insane.
And look how big they got into these huge blocks on this side. Blocky here, blocky at the bottom. But we still always get to manage to see. See, this one's starting to, it's starting to get viscous, this one here. See that split. Mad. And who has a fuck, is that keyhole?
Yeah, upside down. It's a thermometer. It's a thermometer.
If
Or
you've
an
got a
upside down
key in your
keyhole.
pocket, mate, you ain't running fast.
It was a drive. We got up to 80%. We need 20% more to make it.
I lost a key. The hell you lose that key? Must have fell out of my pocket. I don't know.
And look what happened to the bricks.
Wow.
All mangled. Red brick there, piece there, red brick there.
Yeah.
Huge blocks. Balloon rock here, balloon rock here. Look.
Wow, look at the bricks down the bottom right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Warchie.
Done in. All done in. Oh, X Factor, you were a bad boy. I mean, look what happened to the bricks in this wall. The inside core is cooked out into dust. The outside shell of the wall is mangled as well. And the building behind is obviously we've been looking at that, and the arch, bricks in the arch have all been heat damaged and squeezed.
Clustered together.
Yeah.
Look at that, just fused. Clumped.
Spartan, remember a year ago I showed you those pictures of I was walking on a trail under that bridge and you were like, yeah, that's red brick. And I was like, it turned into a special kind of rock, but you could see it. I'm certain. And I wasn't certain. Now I'm certain. I know you were way ahead of me. You knew it exactly. You knew exactly what you were saying. That's why you like me so much. I showed you that. And you were like, yeah. That was like when I first moved here. And I was like, I got to Gene, give me the camera. Take a picture of under that bridge. And I showed you where we're walking by where it was, they got actually still using them highways. Go ahead. I'm sorry. But, man.
No, you're good. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always had the eagle eyes from very early on.
I was just starting to,
Look at the bricks up here and the arches. Still there. See, it went up and nearly these parts just survived.
So durable when it's new.
Like a when you get like a strip of magnesium, I think it is.
Oh yeah, and you light it on fire, and that's like a ribbon.
And it just goes straight up.
Yeah, that's what magnesium thermite. That's what they make that. You use that to light thermite. Those ribbons. We make thermite bombs. No. Hey,
we don't want to strike. Behave. You'll be labeling me extremist. I can't have that.
Wow, look at those arches on both sides on the left. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's so bricked.
Oh,
I mean, you've seen one.
Here in this one.
Look at that.
Bricks in the arches. Look.
It's
whatever
amazing.
This was is mangled. Look at the bricks inside this. This here. Blocky. The archways above are all red bricks. It's lovely. I love it.
How do you walk by that and figure out? Do people wonder how they built like that? They must have said what retards they were when they were back then. Where did they get all these where'd they find these rocks?
Yeah.
It's perfectly where did they find
these rocks are indigenous to 5,000 miles away. They carried them by donkey.
Yeah, the donkey train.
Because that's what I thought. I would think that as kids. You don't think I think I'm always. I got my mind's always thinking. So I'm always thinking like, wow. These are thoughts that, everybody must be thinking of. If you have half a brain, two brain cells to rub together, you're always questioning, your surroundings. You would think, right?
Have you noticed this, guys? This archway here, look. Starting to get filled up.
Scorched.
Right. Look at that.
Turned.
Starting to get filled up with bricks.
There's a lot of original stuff in that. I'm starting to wonder if
Turned up.
that piece of wood going across was there before. Look at that.
Can't tell.
Yeah, look at that, man. That's all. That was.
If it was there, it's a survivor, as it would be.
So when you're laying archways like that, how do you get up under there and hang the bricks up under? Doesn't gravity want to pull them down all the cement soft? Come on. Don't ask questions. Let's keep going. Get slapped in the mouth like we always did in kindergarten. If you ask too many questions about
Yeah, you
helios.
get slapped in the mouth. Oh, Mr. Fastmouth again.
Don't ever question the globe. Those are scientists. They know all the answers. Okay.
This is just, it's disgusting. This is.
Oh,
The damage
God.
is just disgusting.
What a beautiful sight to behold, huh? Of destruction.
This whole side, this whole wing is gone. The whole wing is gone. Because that's how they describe castles, in wings, don't they? So this whole wing is gone. Totally ruined.
When Joachim goes on a rant, he's saying, people say this is, they come in and say this is all beautiful. Me, I look, this is all destruction. This is horrible.
Yeah, it is. And I agree with him.
Yeah, he ranted. That was a year and a half ago. He used to go off, and he had me going all night. Be like, oh, I got to watch some more of this kid. I like to hear other people rant. They're ranting for me. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, look at this damage here. Archway expanded. But it's heat from below.
My God.
And, you know, until I've got proof otherwise, I will always say it was fervent heat from below.
Yeah.
Yes, there could be a scenario where we could be wrong and the melt could have occurred in a different way, you know, like a microwave kind of situation with the ether and the...
Well, if there's a dome up there or something, maybe they had some kind of airships up there that some knuckleheads got up there and just sabotaged the whole place with their big fascies and just started frying it from the top. No, I'm just kidding. That could have happened because they're frying these forests and stuff with these beams, whatever they got. They probably got a really cheesy version of whatever the hell they might have used or whatever they're using to. But this was one kind of a, you know, I don't know. I don't know shit.
They need a colossal fasces to
right,
melt the whole realm at the same time, aerially.
Yeah,
that's why I've got very deep reservations about anyone who says anything about an event aerially, because we, you know, if it was aerial, we would see every building be melted from the top down.
And where did all this energy take to do the whole entire complete realm unless we're not in a... Unless the dome itself is not magneto, like, you know how it turns? Just, you know how you turn something to give it electricity? Well, maybe that's powering it magnetic. And I've been watching Ken Wheeler and learning about magnetism and different forms of hybrid forms of dielectricity and what, you know, these things are. I'm just learning, so I can't really talk much on it, but I think the answers lie in a lot of things that we don't know about.
There must have been a certain combination of events that wasn't calculated by the old world order, and they all came about, and that's what I think.
Oh, you might have did
a chain of events that wasn't calculated by the old world order has come about, and
well, you've seen how they pulled off 9/11. That's reality breakdowns going on with just that alone in a small scale. Could you imagine something like that in a? But yeah, we ain't got to worry about nothing like this anymore because we don't have a grid that could do that anymore. It's already gone. We got like a small scale of, you know.
Yeah, it's filling up the arch.
Look at that, man.
It's red bricks. You can see them here. Balloon rock. All the classic X Factor MO.
Right. Why here but not there? Why on that side of the building? What was in that building that went there first? Like, you know how when lightning strikes, it has to go and it wants to find something. As you know, it needs a place, it needs a destination, right? So I'm just saying something's got to be running the like some pattern that it follows of some sort? And was there some kind of metallic technology inside there that it followed, or did it come around both sides of the dome, from one side of the Earth to the other, and just met on both sides and short circuited the whole entire? Imagine that kind of fervent, like a magnet, like the magnetism. Say the whole grid is like they say that. I was learning about the magnetic beam of light. If everything's light, and then pure light or a source where we come from, where we are part of that, But
it's incredible it's incredible to think about.
I look at Chief Joe.
As you say, there's so many questions that this meltology has opened up, and I suppose slowly over time we will find those pieces of the jigsaw and fill it in. But at least we are on the right track. At least we see what is around us, and we have terminology to describe it, which is more than we can say that we had a few years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have to remember that we are still it's still a new field, and we need everybody to be chipping in with their evidence and keeping everything turning over. As I say, we need to grow. We need to grow, and we only do that by we take care of each other. We love each other. It's always brilliant to see the Eagle Eye crew in the chill out zone, and any let's say secret agents.
All right.
For want of a better word, secret agents. It's always good to see you, and you can report back to whoever you're reporting back to, and just tell them it's a chill out zone. We ain't doing anything controversial. We are not adding, and we are not taking away from the narrative of meltology. All we are doing is trying to wake people up. Simple as that.
No, this is a think outside the box stream. We don't really go way outside with those questions that you're going to bring up in the future. So but
we have the documentary for that.
Yeah,
go watch the documentary. The link is in the description box. You have to thank.
I'm watching it backwards now again. I'm like on.
Yeah, you have to watch Mr. Jerry DeCamp's documentary. The link is in the description box. When the buildings cried. If you haven't watched it, then you're missing out. It's part of your education. You need it to understand meltology. The Eagle Eye crew already know. Chief says they have old technology. Charge starts from ground to melt telluric fields, and then he goes and say, "Look at tree roots, look like lightning. Look at the melted world from above. Looks like lightning. It does."
Yeah, those patterns.
Yeah, I've seen enough of it from Google Earth to know. It's everywhere. You get to the right height, and it just all looks like
branches,
tree roots, and bloody lightning strikes. But all it is melted buildings. Melted outwards and downwards.
That's the electric that did that, though. That's where it shot along that, right? Do you think that's how it happened? Because if you look at those not Birkenstock, what do they call those patterns? Those electric burn patterns. Anyway, you're about to close down. Are we going to close the show down, or?
No, I was going to just show you a few more pictures.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah, I've got a few more.
Quiet. You can mute me.
No, you're good. You're good. I want you two to chip in when you at the pictures when I put them up.
Okay.
Because that's what you're here for. It's not. I'll say it again. It's not a one-man show. I'm not the boss. I'm not the leader. I am just someone who's got the minerals to set the stream up. The stream is for you guys. I put my evidence up. I'm not selling anything. I just have my opinion on what I'm seeing. Everybody else has their opinion on what they see or what evidence they want to show. Before, I just want to mention it. I don't do belief systems. I don't do space, and I don't do dinosaurs or any of those madness. I don't do Titan arseholes, all none of that. So please don't come and bring that, because I will not like it, because then you wouldn't have been listening to what I was saying. So we're not checking out yet, Chief. I'm doing a few more. I'm going to do a few more pictures. I just want the guys. I'll just show the pictures. I want the guys. just have a quick opinion on what you're seeing, guys. I'll say what I think. You say what you think. It's just to me, it's all just more evidence. Here we go. Grid component. Mike, James, what do you think?
Old world. Grid component.
Grid component for sure. Look at the plant life. Look at this plant life.
Technology.
Yeah, it's been melted down, obviously, and parts of it are under the grass now. Grass is on the brick flat.
Architecture.
Yeah, architecture. Right. It's all architecture.
Let me enlarge the screen here. Wow.
Melted building. Parts of melted buildings.
Wow, that looks like the top of a roof of a building, right? You imagine that? Looks like the top, yeah. Yeah.
These ridges
the
here.
ledges.
And then obviously, look, the carbon-14 stain is heavy. And you've got the one next to it is more cooked out, I would have thought. See, it's all charred and viscous here and down the edge, running down the edge. Let's move on quick. Pocket of survival.
Wow. It's like Germany. I've seen steeples like that.
See the row of houses, look at the melt.
Yeah.
This is sunk down because it was in the flow of the melt. Of
the
far
whole bottom of that building
back
is gone.
Yeah. Incredible. I just can't believe this road, the angle.
Wow,
It's
the house,
incredible.
those houses must have been tall. They probably were standing really high up, and then that big old.
They've all been swallowed by the melt.
Yeah, the melt just came right down in front of it. Look at that.
It just swallowed them up. Same as this was so big, though, it couldn't swallow all of this.
No way. But that thing was huge and glorious. Oh, my God, I can imagine. Just like,
No joke with that one, mate.
It doesn't seem possible.
Grid component. Melted downwards.
Wow.
It's all there. Look, here, look, another one.
Nice.
Top of the building, grid component. Melted. Water flooded.
They got the same patterns layout. Even Washington. Look at this.
It's because it's from the same people.
Yeah.
It's from the same people.
What is that, an old rope bridge?
Well, I'm just looking at what's over here in the background. There's all this carbon-14 stain in here, and all the plant life that's growing on it, and what looks like the top of a part of the building here, but the building actually goes further up.
Yeah.
Huge. Look, water flowing out of it. Crazy.
Yep.
And it is old growth, I would have thought, because look, there's melted bricks under here. That's bricks.
Yep.
It's a rope bridge.
Right.
It's a rope bridge that's been.
It's an old one too. Look at that. Look how old that is.
Yeah, man. I would not ever even think about going there. I would never even think about it, mate. I'll just say, no, I'm staying in the hotel.
Crossing the bridge with me.
There we go. Look, more heat expansion in the bricks. Turn them into huge blocks. Turns them into huge blocks.
Wow. That explains.
Is this the one we seen the other day, or is this another one that looks like it?
It looks, just looks like it.
How about Brian Forster?
That Cusco architect.
He's been talking about this for 15 years, and he hasn't gotten a day ahead of himself.
And he never will, because he doesn't understand that temperature dictates states of matter.
When I was watching Ancient Aliens in 2007, 2008, you know.
Mad. They'll never understand it.
Hey, you had to stop somewhere. Wow, look at that.
Melted buildings. Flooded over.
And look, they didn't build squares. You notice they probably didn't like corners on anything. Everything was round. Look.
Yeah. They do like it circular. They do like it circular. I mean, again, look, this is the top of the building. All this mess here is from when it was all viscous. And then it densified. Then you've got the grass now doing the cover up.
How do you draw bricks everywhere? It's just like nothing. It's like
Yeah.
Do they come in kits? You buy a building in a kit.
That shows you the extent of it, Mark, because
it's beyond comprehension.
We're thinking these buildings are on their own, but actually they were never on their own. Everything around it is just melted.
Exactly. It's like that hurts my brain to kind of understand.
I know it's hard to fathom it. It is. I mean, look, this is all rock curtained over a building. Not steps are melted in here. Steps are melted in. They're going to tell you it's carved, and I've had many of argument over this place, and people are still too dense to understand.
Look,
right?
Have nothing to do for the next 3,500 years. Let's start carving.
Yeah. Next time, inscribe the date. Inscribe the date and the person, and the person's name who did it.
Pushing that narrative in school. They're teaching it right now.
This is the place that we just saw the aerial shot of the circular buildings. Look what's underneath.
That's unbelievable. Wow. That's great. I needed to see this, man. Definitely.
It's all melted buildings, folk. There is no terra firma.
Good.
Look at all of this melt here. These were huge.
They are the precursor to just about everything, man.
Llamas and melted red bricks. Look at all of this churning up here.
Damn.
Heat damage. Look at the scorch marks here. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom, it's all blocky and manky. Look. Grass is growing on it. The llamas are eating their fill of the grass. Don't you know you're eating melted red brick llamas?
I'm telling you, people can't understand how the bricks can swell up and double in size perfectly and still keep the same pattern. Like, hey, we're just going to do this.
Hey, that picture looks familiar.
It's got intelligence because it was intelligence before the electricity. I'm telling you.
Look how much this has been flooded over. This is the top of the building here, the tower. Look how deep it goes. Yeah, and obviously here,
nothing's square anymore.
Red brick.
Everything's round now. Look, all our bricks went round. They lost all their corners. Everything.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 set of steps, and we can run out a picture of it. Not 6, yeah. You can see 6 steps going downwards.
God.
Totally flooded over. This flood of bricks was incredible.
Who the hell is making? Who's making all these bricks? Again, the big great.
We got a queen. We've got a queen brickmaker who's laying bricks every minute.
God. First school you go to is bricklaying school. How do you become amazing?
Brick making and bricklaying.
Right.
Again, sunken tower. Look what happened to the bricks. Got grass growing over the melt at the top. But here, look. This blocky brick has been exposed to show churned brick underneath.
God.
Blocks here. That's crazy. So I'll tell you, the outside bricks kind of form a shell, and the inner core is always cooked out. This is not so cooked out, but I bet if we go another row of bricks in,
right,
maybe 2, the central core will be cooked out.
Yeah. Or it'll be perfect red brick. Imagine that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That would be a shocker.
Yeah.
I've never seen
that happen. You never know.
I've seen quite damaged bricks in the central part, but never a full.
They've pulled off every other trick in the book. Don't think they're not going to be able to pull off that trick. Anything.
Scorch marks at the top here. Look. Heavy damage. Again, heavy damage.
Look at them blocks. It looks like it actually looks like the Flintstones built it in the beginning, and then they started taking it over.
And they moved in. He said, Wilma, we need a new front door, girl. We need a new front door. It's a bit drafty. Crazy people.
Nice door on that, though.
Yeah. How do you build steps into a mountain? You just don't. You don't.
Are they even steps? Yeah, huh? You had to climb up these components to service them. So somebody had little guys, the slaves, working the damn place. I don't know. I'm just. You can see these in Peru
Visit
too.
this
like,
place all the time. It's hard to
Yeah.
get to, so I'm gonna put some stairs up there.
Yeah, no, look like these
wow, look
stairs
at
here.
that. Yep. What happened to the building that was around it? That thing was all inside the building. That's
mean,
not
look,
a roof.
this-
I think
The edges
That's
here,
not
you can clearly see this is all
that's
melted
the end.
rubber. It's all block lines all the way around. It's just melted. And the classic melt actually in the waves of melt to get this.
That could have just been grounds, like with plants and stuff.
We can't tell. We can't tell. But what we can tell is that this here is the only surviving bit, really. I mean, you can tell it melted out in waves, and then all behind it as well. Oh my God!
Dan, a damn tree growing there, nothing growing on that thing. Is there anything growing there?
I'd say on the tops of these, there's grass of some sort.
It's not very green though, huh?
No, it's the cheap version.
Or it's summer and it's fried out.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is all melted.
Look how huge these things are, man. This is so huge.
See the rock curtain of melt here?
Rock curtain, yeah.
And up here, they look like windows that are tilting back. But
is that a concrete? You think that's some of that?
Where?
The whole thing almost looks like modern.
It looks like concrete, doesn't it now? Because you've got concrete molds, you've got bricks, and you've got mortar, and this is what the shit it looks like.
Yeah,
you know, standing up vertical.
Brick lines.
If it was standing up vertical, people say it was a fucking mountain.
There's probably bricks, bricks on the inside of it. Usually, that's the case.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's extensive melt to get the rock curtain anyway.
Right. God, remember Jerry showing miles in some of those in the documentaries. You can see like miles of just, and then the curtaining off, like just hundreds of miles of just nothing. It's madness.
This event was madness. It was a madness of a total different level. As I say, I know I joke about it, but people must have dropped dead of heart attacks and gone mad in an instant. You're standing there, next minute your building is melting in front of you. Oh my God!
Shit. Look at that. That was great.
Now tell me how they someone chiseled this, please.
I watched you. It showed this the other day. It was funny.
Take your time.
No, that's just twisted and just. Could you imagine having to make bricks for that damn thing? Like, oh man, you know how hard it was for me to carve out hammer out each one of them bricks?
Can you imagine?
That's extra. It's custom.
Imagine that you're over here and you've got to put this last little bit of brick in.
Oh man, the last one and it was the wrong side.
And you've got to bloody shape it to fit this gap, and it's like, whoa.
Who's the puzzle maker that has to make it like
I'm all out of those. I used my last one.
You can clearly see it rock curtained here.
Oh my, yep.
On the top here. This is all rock curtain. This is a balloon rock here.
It went Tetris, right? A little bit.
Yeah. The god of Tetris was hot that day, mate, to make this. Because look, this steps.
Look at that. It's like sandstone now, right?
It looks kind of smooth now a little bit with that grainy texture. But oh my God, it's just ruined in a different way. This is X Factor. Look.
You know what Brian calls that? They call that andesite. It's one of the hardest. It has a Mohs. It's on the Mohs scale, a 7 or something.
It's hard.
You know who told me that? Brian Foster, because I used to talk to him in person. And
nice. Again, look, the building's all heat damaged. The ground is look.
Yes, that was bricks. Those are. You can see
bricks.
that everywhere in
They're
Mexico.
Bricks, but they're damaged.
Everywhere in Italy, there's streets like that in Italy. You drive your cars down, it's still like that.
It's everywhere, everywhere. People.
Everywhere. Look, this is South America. It looks like
it is South America. I think,
you can tell by the clothes, the gauchos.
I can't remember where. Do you know what, Mike? I've been to so many different places. It is hard to remember, but
this looks like
it is
Italy.
South America.
It's like a part of Italy and France too. They look just like that when you go to certain.
Look at what they're walking on.
Just like that.
Look at how the bricks have been damaged.
Yeah, look at that one next to her. Look at the one next to her foot. That big square.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, can you imagine how perfect it was when it was red brick and how square? It would just look so insane. Like how it would be
And
like a brand
look at them
new.
coming up the wall too. Them big blocks out blocked up coming up the walls.
Look at that.
Look at those corners down there at the
Yeah,
bottom.
climbing up.
Look at the
Yeah,
bottom
look,
corner.
you can still
Look
see
how
the
big
old,
that bottom one is. That and on the opposite side too. That opposite corner was also a big block.
All going blocky. All from the heat. The heat was at the bottom.
Rocking and blocking.
Right, this is why these bricks here that they're standing on are supposed to be the paths between the house. This is why they look like this, because they're heat damaged. Big blocks at the bottom closest to the heat. That's why they've gone blocky. I mean, come on, look at the damage. First of all, look above.
yeah.
Look
More
up here.
game. Yeah.
Look at this.
Jesus.
Scorched.
This
Scorched.
this is why I say there's no beauty in this realm. It's destruction.
It looks like it fell so hot, just went collapsed into itself, and like it just streaming hot, muddy, melted, burnt brick.
Look here, put another building in the melt. Look,
Yes.
rock curtained over in the melt, far right. These are all pockets of survival here. I mean, I don't want to zoom into to see if they're columns. These look like columns here.
The whole freaking thing was that building. The whole thing.
Yeah.
That's you gotta imagine.
Everything.
So whatever that was part of that on the bottom.
What is that? Is that still got brick on there on that left side of the wall?
That right
yeah.
there,
What is that right there? Is that a patch of
It
brick
looks like it, yeah.
that survived?
Yeah, that all survived that right
Can't
below
zoom it
it.
anymore. Can't zoom it
I
anymore.
wouldn't say survived, but survived blocking up. It doesn't look like it blocked up right there. I mean, look how massive those blocks are. I mean, geez, those things are huge.
Well, that looks like they look like that actually. It probably was all brick, and it just has the was faced with stucco, whatever the hell you want to call that stuff they put on the outside of it. They faced their buildings with something. I guess they didn't really like red brick, but they kept their streets probably the brick, right?
Yeah, but they put
Yeah,
the stucco on side for decorative purposes as well. So they obviously liked it. It was everywhere, wasn't it? You clearly see that they whether it's damaged or not, it was on there. I mean, look at the damage here.
Everything was red all around me, man.
This building building got so hot it was just twisting itself inside out. This part of the building, look at
that thing, my God! It's
balloon rock up here. It's trying to twist itself.
I know. Look at the angle. Look at that. It just goes on an angle.
Look.
It looks like the top should have just slid right off that thing.
That's why maybe you got this very flat sheer piece. It probably come off of here. Off here somewhere. Peeled apart. But it was very hot. It was twisting itself into look. Hang on.
Holy shit.
Hang on. Let me just come out a second.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that too. Deep and dope, job big.
Yeah, you know.
Good music.
Right, let me get back to that picture.
No apology needed. Matter of fact, it was I heard Chief Joseph. I got to go back to the other page to read comments. Sorry, I haven't been reading them that much.
That's all right, mate. Don't worry. But look at the damage.
I'm talking to Chief Joe. I'm talking to Bob and stuff. I'll talk to him tomorrow or something. Yeah, look at that.
The stones. That was red brick.
Red brick.
And the cobblestones, they didn't cobblestones.
There's no such thing as cobblestones. They're all melted red bricks. But the damage to the buildings in the corners and all the way down at a level height. It's level height both sides. I mean, look what happened to these bricks. Look, it's just they call that elephant texture to geologists. Yeah.
Elephant rock.
Look at the ground. That's supposed to be perfect red bricks.
Is that water running down there or something?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Going blocky here.
They probably had great drainage systems and whatever.
Well, obviously, because they're still working.
Yeah, all right. God.
Grid component. Didn't get flooded over.
A little bit flooded.
Didn't get flooded over, still surviving.
How red them roofs are. Terracotta. It's like so red.
Of course. I mean, again, look. Notice how these old, not old, but these old world order towns have got these.
That looks like some kind of transportation might have went.
Yeah, they've got these furrows in the ground or in the bricks, like a track.
Could be anything, right?
So maybe it was a system for transport or something. Because don't forget, these buildings weren't so close together. The heat expanded closer,
Right.
And the ground is
higher.
The bricks are all heat damaged. See how blocky it is here and here, and it's at this one's quite high. It's gone all the way to the top here.
I mean, when you see arches, you can see the bricks. You can see the arches because even the bricks curve with some of them big blocks. Even when everything just goes, you can still see. Look at these kids.
Again, you see the track in the middle of the so-called street. All the bricks are all heat damaged. The buildings are all
This
heat
is
damaged.
Chile or Peru. Yep.
I think it might be Peru.
And it's way up in the mountains too. That's a high altitude up there.
It's not down in the ground. It's up high.
Wow! Look at that. That is the freaking mountain. Is the building? That's proof right there. Look at that underneath that. They didn't build that like that. That's one big. Would you look at that?
Rock curtaining over. Pockets of survival.
It's like the inside of a damn volcano too. It looks like.
Yeah, you can tell. Look, all this is melted brick here. Look at the color.
I think they put blood in bricks, man. Why would they be so damn red? People died. They had to.
Again, here we see how it flowed.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been cultivated now to look a little bit more like this.
Like
but
step farming,
steps
right?
It's the terracing is just the rippling effect of the melt.
Right. They say, "Oh no, that's for planting grapes and doing."
You can clearly see. Look, it came from
No.
here. Look, you can clearly see. Look, all this here is melted building here on the side. You can clearly see how it came down and rippled downwards as the melt started slowing up a little bit.
There's still landsliding on town.
You've got this on the right-hand side, which is doing the same thing. It's probably channeled this melt this way.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's only a couple more anyway. But again, look.
There's that architecture.
What is that? How did it get there? Why is it melted? Why aren't they telling us what it is?
That's South America, man.
Yeah. Loads of this stuff around South America. Again, look. God of Tetris has been in. Look at the size of this block. Look at the size of this block.
Holy shit. Yeah, really.
It was all viscous. And then when it densified, it all fit into place nicely because it was
picture taken 100 years ago.
Oh yeah, something
that.
like that.
Yeah,
I do like the old pictures.
Me too, man. I like them.
Grid component.
I don't know. Yeah,
grid component for sure. I mean, look, this is the brick ash here that they call sand. This is all columns and arches, which is architecture. See how low down these are? It's all melted down. All melted down.
The beaches were just.
I mean, look. Still got the water flowing out of this. Look at the scorch marks. It's been very hot.
Plumbing's still running.
Yeah, water's still running. And look, the bricks in this part is turned 2 blocks. And we've all said the water is still running.
How are you going to tell anybody that those are red bricks? No one. That's going to be the hardest thing to get them to understand. But you have to know You have to know something about. You would think welders and people who know about heat properties would understand.
Of course, but how many people you know? Those are specialists, and we've got to try and reach just your average Joe first.
I got it right away, man.
You know, they've got their head full of programming already. Again, look, you're looking at pocket survival. All islands are just the tops of melted buildings that didn't get submerged when the waters rose.
Wow.
Why else would they be there in the middle of nowhere?
These people are much.
Again, Look, the water's still running. But all the bricks are damaged. All the bricks are damaged.
Everyone. They didn't miss any bricks.
None. None of them have been missed. You go around and look, and there's quite a few bricks. All of them are damaged.
Yeah, you have something like that on your property out here, they're gonna put a meter on it.
Oh yeah, I bet.
For free.
You ain't having free. You're not having free running water. How dare you?
Find a way to put a meter on it.
Yeah.
All right.
We are charging your house.
Cap it off before it gets to them. It's not burning.
Those days are over, man.
Oh, listen, there's no free anywhere.
Yeah, put it out there, divert it off, and then they'll hook up a city line to you and put you on their system.
Again, look what happened to the bricks turned to huge blocks, and look at the damage to them. All scorched. See the carbon 14s come out and drain that drip down. Clearly red brick, because look under it here on this particular block, you can see it's red underneath. Huge blocks. Huh?
Look how perfect they're all. It seems impossible.
Yeah.
In my life, they were all red bricks, though. If you did that, no one would do that. Who would do that? At their life, those were red. You couldn't. We'd be the only people left in the whole world. That was if we had to bet our lives on it.
Look what happened to the red bricks.
The narrative that they've been giving us for the last, I've been listening to it for 54 years.
Right. This
You've
makes
been listening
so much
to what,
sense.
61?
Everything. This just really connected.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Their narrative, they can stick their narrative up their ass until they can explain to me what happened to these red bricks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They can't explain nothing now. It's all that same bullshit.
And there's always a red brick hiding somewhere just to say, here I am.
Yeah.
So,
You tell me.
that one.
How this happened?
Put that there.
See, I've got memes in my pictures. I don't like that.
Corporations run countries
I
run
haven't
by.
checked them. I haven't checked this file for a while. But here, look, this snake's all melted. The wall is all blocking. And
The
look, there's
snake
water coming
represents
out of his mouth.
electricity.
Look, he's got water coming out of his mouth. There's always water with these people. Always water with the old world order. They love water for some reason.
Well, water is everything.
Yeah, exactly. Inside this fireplace, look what's depicted. Melted. This is melted, but
That's a phoenix.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Dragon.
it looks like a dragon.
We're having
I
roast
would've said-
dragon tonight.
Roast dragon in the fire.
Nah, he live in the fire. Yeah, he live in the fire.
Could be a phoenix. He's got a beak.
That's got
Oh,
horns.
yeah. Huh?
A griffin. That's a griffin, isn't it?
It could be a griffin too. But I don't see no wings.
I know. Who knows?
See, there's no wings.
The geneticists in the day, they were making everything. What do you want?
Yeah,
Well,
what do you want to
take it
be
on.
this time?
What do you
Around?
want?
You know, what do you want to be this time? I want to be a griffin. Okay.
We can make them to order. We don't change already made beings.
You see
We're
the
not allowed
ground
to do
level.
that.
The ground level here and everything else is sunken down underneath. It's flooded.
You see a lot of that, man.
A lot
Look
of
at
it,
that spiral. Right?
of course. You see a lot of it. Again, old world order grandeur.
God,
I love that statue.
that's a big.
Yeah, I just like the wings.
Statue.
I like the wings, the way they did the wings.
I
Incredible.
wish I could fly around though. I wish I could fly around. I'm getting. I just
Well,
want.
listen, we're back to we're from beauty to devastation. Look,
Look at that. They didn't pile them bricks up like that. People think, oh, they piled that. Those people knew how to make walls. Yeah, what they.
mate, this is all red brick that's had his heat damaged.
Once you get that, you can never unget it, man. It's everywhere.
Water's managed to find its way in here.
Yeah.
Check Connecticut. In Greenwich, Connecticut, there's perfect stacked. Looks like slate. That was so perfect. Now I know. I was like, these are the best these. Oh, those were Italians. They know how to build. Oh, hell no. This is too perfect. It was right. I'm positive now. I know what it was.
Yeah, shatters your illusion there. Shatters your illusion in them buildings. Look.
Okay.
Perfect rows of red brick are now turned into this mess.
Look at that. That looks nice. Pretty cool. And mimicking that. People are trying to mimic that.
Yeah.
Just like that. They love it.
What happened to the red bricks? Look at this one. It was viscous, wrapping itself around this one. Little piece here, red brick that's been cooked. Some sort of statue or mold here, because you can just see the crossed legs. It's all cooked out. Huge block here.
Oh, look at that.
Just see the inside of it here. Look, it's all cooked out.
Gosh, it's like one.
It's a madness with the red bricks.
It was some kind of an animal paws crossed.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it's debatable, but you know, this is
another pyramid type thing, huh? Maybe.
Yeah, but it is. But it's all mangled. See all the stairs here. Look. Stairs here. Stairs here. But it's all cooked. The ground is liquid brick flood, and all these buildings back here are all done in.
God, you ain't kidding.
Melting all over the place. This has been flooded as well. This lower tier is flooded. I think it's corral.
Look at that. Damn.
Just look, this is designed. It's not. It's just melted.
You don't think it was made that way with water in it when it was originally like that?
No,
probably wasn't made to have water. I don't think so. People think that, but I don't. That's right.
All these cavities will get filled with water if the irrigation system's busted, because it finds a way to get out.
I'm glad.
Any aperture, any hole, it will squeeze its way out.
Is that
look, Germany's long arm feared by all in England. Look what they had. Look, they've
the long arm of the law, baby.
Yeah,
watch that bad boy.
Fucking airship shit. Firing, whatever it's firing.
I'm telling you, that's probably a midget compared to the ones they used to have in the old one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a lot bigger.
That's probably what they built with. I'm telling you, they laid bricks with them machines, man. They probably had 3D printers on them friggin' things, pumping up the liquid putty cement onto the,
Here we have the Giza plateau melting.
Yeah, I love
a huge sea of melted red brick. A huge flood of melted red brick.
Would you look at that? Look at the way it came over the sides.
It's obvious. All these grid components are all melted and flooded. All melted. All this here is grid components. It's all melted and flooded. God knows. I mean, heaven knows what's really underneath here.
The Nile River used to be right up against it, but it's kind of receded.
You see the nature of it. It's still grid component looking.
Yeah, look at that. That looks just like a.
Look here. This piece is flooded and sunken down.
My father was a TV repairman growing up, so I've seen nothing but transistors growing up.
Yeah, so it's just like that. It's just like that, Mike. It's just like that.
Yeah, the panels of the boards, the circuit boards and everything. Yep. I've seen them
fried flow and melt. Look here.
Look at that. And it's still red. It's got color. It's got that red ochre color.
And the grass is still on top of the densified brick ash. Classic example of why we say Earth is like a melted grid.
Yeah, it's usually the drainage is too good. When there's nothing growing,
circuit board.
It doesn't hold any water. Look at that.
Tops of melted buildings here. Look. See the grid pattern's been cut into it as well.
Yeah.
See the cut lines between each one.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the X factor electrical.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
That's the energy field. That's the electrical part.
Now look, if you actually laid bricks in that pattern, look, it almost looks like a brick wall. If you laid that sideways and imagine that those are all melted brick, it would. That's why it keeps following the same kind of a grid pattern, I guess. And wow, look at that! Holy shit! Look at that.
Don't joke. Don't play, and don't joke with Spartan Red when it comes for evidence. Right?
That's melted like.
Don't play. Nobody better play.
Wonder where
When I
that
say
is.
I've got detailed files,
Meltology.
I've got detailed files. I've got detailed files. Now tell me what happened here then.
Fervent heat.
Come on, geologist.
Meltology.
You know what? I like to show these kind of images because there is no disputing. It's too compelling. All you can see is a huge building melting down everything around it.
Oh, if you could zoom in on it, you could spend hours just looking at all of those little spaghetti little things that'll use the lines, the way the patterns are.
That's drip. That's flow. That's melt.
Yeah. Yep. You can see it, man.
That's lines of melt. That's
Looks like melted candles and ice cream and stuff.
Yeah.
Whack.
Exactly the same. This component here, you can see the A-frames, where it's melting downwards. Here, look. It's all melt. It's all flowing outwards.
That red little, you see that red grid thing out in the middle of the floor there? Yeah, that thing.
It's melt. It's flooded. Yep. It's just the top of this part of the component. Yep. All around it is melt. That's all melt.
Man. Look at that. And look how high up it is. That's no little thing. That's like that.
I can't zoom it up anymore.
I know. That's drone.
This is an incredible picture.
It is. Look, the whole mountain fell out too. The
whole building. Look here.
It was connected.
It all flowed out.
The whole thing.
This got completely fried and melted, and it just melted down on everything else. It flooded everything else, causing it to melt as well.
Wow. I got a helicopter right above my house.
Red bricks, red bricks, red bricks, red bricks, melted red brick. It's all ways melted. Look, red brick melted. It's all melted.
Yeah.
Just let me zoom it, guys. Hang on. Right, so.
Oh, look, yeah, it's a comparison.
Yeah, they're doing. This is what it looks like now.
Yep, that's a picture
of it. It's clearly
them.
melted and flooded with. It's all
Meanwhile, they don't have no clue. That bottom picture was. Where are all the brick? How come they're not brick buildings? They still got the
but you know the obvious folly of the bottom picture is quite obvious to see.
Oh, they're laying it down.
Making this.
Look.
What about all this behind? What about these melted buildings behind here?
This is so dumb on the bottom. Oh my god. oh my god. I gotta go.
So we discount the bottom picture as being done by geologists, but we concentrate on the top picture because it gives us
right. Let me make a picture of the bottom. I mean, I got a good imagination.
Oh yeah, anyone could do better. Anyone could do better than that. Anyway, you know what I mean? Because that is ridiculous. Here we go back into this.
That's crazy. The Flintstones built that, man.
Yeah. Got all of this bloom rock in here. Blocks here, and then we got the monstrosity.
I doubt it. Now, is yours a hybrid?
No.
Wow, look at that square window. Like, look at the way that just perfectly, just all the mortars gone, and just decided to. All the bricks got together and just said, "Hey, the mortar separated, just gone," and then it kept the form.
So you see the last picture, and this is what it used to look like.
Right.
Grid component, but this is what that last picture used to look like. Towers to the domes.
95% of it's all melted down. We're just seeing just what we think we're seeing. We're thinking we have no clue about what it could have been like.
Yeah.
I can't even
all the survivor look, but it's still melted. Taken most of the tech has been taken off the top. If you notice, it's very bare.
That looks ugly, man. That's horrible.
Not a lot of people are about though, is there? Look,
the clothes
still
drab.
we got the old horse and cart man still about.
That looks depressing, man.
Yeah, it looks like an early photo. And hardly any people around. Look how the bottom of this building's gone blocky. Did you notice how the bottom of the building's gone blocky?
Yep.
Testing to the fact that it's been it has been heat damage.
Yeah.
It's always look at this. I love this place.
Wow.
Now this to me is the cream of the cream.
Look at the color in that, how it got like that.
It's all red bricks, but look at it, circular. You know, you were saying about circular buildings. Look.
Right.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I love it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. It is fantastic. And then you got the lone tower in the center with heat damage.
Just think of how, imagine living in that and then just being in that community.
Oh, wow.
That would be a community of like a couple of hundred, man.
Because it's clearly a grid component.
It's like a fortress too.
Yeah. I mean, we have to say, you know,
we don't know what it is.
It's we're assuming it's a grid component. I am anyway. I've seen far too many of them to not come to that conclusion. But this grid component,
energy transfer,
was not about that. But I'm trying to get to the point that this was used for habitation as well.
Right.
Because you wouldn't have built this as a grid component without, and then put the windows and doors in afterwards.
Right.
See what I mean? If it was just a lone grid component, you wouldn't put windows and doors in it. So, as I always say, these buildings were, you could habitate them, but they had practical applications, as in, i.e., receiving or transferring or storing the etheric energy that they were harvesting.
Look at the roofs on that. Every roof, it just went around perfectly. Like,
oh yeah.
Imagine you got to.
I think it's just this one side of the
and it's not really a chimney. Those aren't chimneys. Look in the middle.
Yeah, here. Yeah. Oh, here.
Yeah, but look at the one.
Melted as well. Look,
if you look right here, down there, every two houses is a chimney-looking thing.
Yeah, if you follow the path
on the roof, on the roofs.
Yeah, I can see that. But if you follow the path,
yeah,
it's melted down. Look, there's an archway.
Go underground. Right.
There's an archway on the other side also.
Yeah.
They call it the starport. If you look up the whole thing, you see the outside edging right there, all right where the water meets it. That's the starport.
Yeah, it looks like it.
That's the starport. Yeah, that stuff. That whole thing is huge. If you go up and look on that, that's probably.
This has got to be one of my favorite pictures that I found because I just love it.
That's excellent. Look at that. Look how thick. Look how
so you've got windows. Look. This is mad. Look, you've got windows on this outside part of the circle. On the inside, you've got big archways. Look,
unbelievable.
Wow.
That can't be done. To have that perfect, that's got to be done on a machine, like a computer or some kind of.
And then down inside, you've got windows. Inside, down.
Not everybody's a fucking genius architecture bricklayer. Come on.
Yeah. Can you imagine trying to design this?
What the
trying to design it?
Everybody had a fucking complete geniuses. Vibration therapy. Did they eat?
Yeah,
did they go to the bathroom? Did they,
do you know what? I don't even bother myself with those questions.
It's so stupid.
They built magnificent buildings that have been destroyed. That's what's on my mind.
I know.
I don't care if they took a shit. Look, here, look.
I don't care if they took a shit. I was watching Martin Leakey too much flat Earth British over the years.
Oh yeah, I don't care, mate.
All that crazy.
I don't care if they took a piss out the window and threw shit out the basement door. It don't matter to me. All I know is Earth is like a melted circuit board.
Well, yeah, it is. Look at the background, that big old.
Oh, big monster in the back there, yeah.
Yeah.
This is all flooded and melted. It's all brick ash.
Everything's laid in that
same buildings you're looking at here.
East to west. Yep. The space station's hilarious.
Yeah.
The way they laid
I'm going to flip through them memes. I'm going to put. I'll go back through this file and take them out. But
oh, look at the imprints right there. Look at the imprints on the. I like the imprints on the concrete or whatever the hell that stuff is to melt. Now it's a swimming pool in the middle of nowhere.
It's great, isn't it?
It's a sludge pit. It's like
natural hot spring.
Can we say lots of bricks?
Oh, who lays bricks that way, up and down?
Yeah. Can we say who the builder is having a day of it? Imagine that you're doing them like this, and they come around and say, "No, we want the vertical. We want the horizontal ones, please. Horizontals. You got to take it all down."
What kind of clowns lay bricks like this? What kind of
I mean, clearly all melted.
Wow, that's like granite. Like, you know how much you got to pay for a granite top table?
That's the granite look.
They sell that shit real expensive here. Like, if you go buy a tabletop, the guy, they cut it with like a saw.
Look at it. Look here. What is it?
Yeah, right.
Look at it. Look, it's
someone cut a lot of tabletop out of that. So.
It's melted red brick.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Look at it here. In this right-hand corner at the bottom, that is pancake brick lines.
Yep, you can see the mortar. You can see the mortar lines in it with it.
Look at that.
It's all there. Here, look, more pancake brick lines. These lines that you see are the rows and rows of bricks that have been melted. And look behind. Look, there's the top of the huge building that everyone's living in the melted brick flood on the A-frames. They don't know. It's grandpapa's land. He had it for generations. Lies.
Right. Different regions had different kinds of they have different kinds of deposits of whatever they call they mine since the X Factor event, because what they're mining is whatever they got. You know what they're mining. I mean, they got chalk mines. They got a mine for every freaking thing. And the more I start looking at it, I always think about red brick. I'm always making connections all day long.
It's always the same. They know where things are. Here we go. Here we got one of the original CGI artists at work doing the moon of all things. Doing the moonwalk.
They got all these
I always thought Michael Jackson invented the moonwalk. That was just in the file. I'm sorry.
That's insane right there. Look at that.
Look at all the melt. Look at the melt.
Yeah, and the X's.
We're going to just skip through because I want to get to the end. I need to do a few things up. Top of the building. Look at the damage. Look at the bricks. Look at the scorch marks. Look at the blocky here on one half and total mangle on the other side. Crazy
together.
And then look, it's sitting on the. This is all sitting on the more melt.
Another one.
The steps are melted, and then the ground is all liquid brick flood.
It's melted.
And you got the tree over there growing into the carbon 14 scavengers surviving off of the melt.
Always there. You can even see a little few plumes of green up here where they've been cheeky and thought, oh yeah, there's a gap, we'll fill it.
Right, dragon.
Again, look what's happened to these bricks here, the melt here.
Look at that. It looks like a safe from a bank, right? Like an old metal big door.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't it?
Look at the melt. It's mad.
It's insane. The way it just hardened up like that.
Keep some glass up in there. Keep the vagrants out.
Yeah, well, they probably wouldn't want it. There's nothing in there now anyway.
Looks like it's riveted. Oh, that's where they had the concrete on the outside. You see those holes? That's where they put the molds on, probably. Whatever was on there.
Damage here.
Look at this
survival to the left here. Everything else has been mangled.
That whole corner's melted down. Wow.
Yeah.
On top.
Yeah,
on
top
crazy. Yeah. Say Spartan Reds.
Hey, there's Paris.
Hey,
there's the Champs-Elysees. You see that road? I've been there. That's the Arc de Triomphe. You see that that arch?
Yeah, I've been there myself.
Yeah, me too. I lived there, man. I was there for like 6 months. I was in Saint-Germain. But anyway, that's like a horseshoe, man.
The point of this picture is to show you it's all grid pattern.
And that picture, that thing is supposed to be twice as high as that. That's how high the ground is melted up. Look, those buildings, you're only seeing the top quarter of the buildings. You don't think so? That's how much underground. Because I've been underground there. Like I told you, I went to the jazz clubs in the caves. I told you I wrote about that in a group. In Paris.
It's you're only seeing a minute part of what was here, by the way.
I went under
Mike is
Paris.
right.
There's
look at this.
catacombs and buildings underground. You go under it, and then it looks like they called it cemeteries. People used them to put dead bodies down there, or they burnt in there. You can still see them. The ones in Italy.
Crazy. I wouldn't be going down there, by the way.
I'm talking about the ones in Italy, but I've been in the ones in France. But they're all made into clubs now. We went down a couple of floors and then into a jazz club where they had bars, and it was like caves. Like, it looked like gray caves.
It's too frightening for me. I wouldn't want to be getting my groove on. Next minute, I touch the ball and I pull a bone out. It's not for me. Anyhow, look at the damage to these red bricks here and the steps and how it's cooked on the side here.
I know.
It's all heat damage. All heat damage. Look at this little red brick is turning circular. He's scorched. He's got a very unhappy face. Saying, I don't want to conform, but you're gonna. Again, look.
Oh, look at that. Yep.
Look, the top's all melted off. All melted off. Scorch marks. All melt. All these was beautiful rows of red brick. Look at them now.
That's very hard stone, too, they say.
Right.
Extremely
That is incredible damage.
Andesite, most of that stuff called. If you look it up.
Anthracite, yeah.
And andesite.
They like to give names to things that don't exist, so they can call it what they like. I'm calling it a melted red brick, mate.
Oh, look at that little.
Exactly what it is.
Look it up, it's already, they got this stuff. They got it all charted out in the libraries of just made up nonsense.
Of course, they're all made up nonsense.
You had to do it, figure it out.
They have to learn.
All them libraries.
Right?
And all
That's the stupidity. They make it up, but then they have to teach it to people to learn it to other people. It's crazy. But to me, it's all melted red brick. I mean, look at, as James was pointing out, look how it's blocky here in this corner.
Yeah, so it almost looked like it's starting to just melt right there, like almost like a rock curtain. But then you still got the lines going through.
Because here in this corner, you can still make out the blocks.
Out, yeah.
And here it just looks like all one piece of melted shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's incredible.
And then you got a lot of pockets of survival. I mean, up on the top. Yeah, right. Not that high, but yeah, right there, and then also that other lower corner right there.
It goes right across here.
Side, actually, yeah.
And here. And it's amazing that
you got a lot of different textures going on there. Wow, a lot of different stuff above that guy's head. I mean, it's all melty.
Here it is again, a slightly different angle. This is the other side of it. You can clearly see that this up here and this down here is the heat, probably the same heat and electrical band. This was different here in the center because it survived.
It's the same patterns that's on the the Mayan, their alphabets. I used to study all that stuff, like Jose Ageo and all of those guys back in the.
I mean, these are all concrete molds.
10, 12 years ago. Yep, they are.
These are all concrete molds, but look at the damage around them.
The codex. I mean, those things are in the codex. Those same figures. So they had their alphabet.
There's one here. Look, there's a figure here. There's someone's head here.
So
that's someone's head right there. It looks like a TV screen.
Oh, it is.
Like TV. Someone's head in there.
They look like comics.
But as always, we have no context to understand what they mean, really.
Well, they have the codexes. You know, the German codex, whatever the hell it's called. And they had them symbols that the Spanish conquistadors took them from
concrete molds. It's great evidence.
Exactly. Anything after like 600, 700 years ago is complete nonsense, and you had to start somewhere. You know.
I don't believe none of it myself, but I wouldn't. I like to.
I mean, after this happened, right? Something
I like to see myself, and because they won't release all the documents, they like to hide it in the Vatican and all these places. I have to make my own deductions. Look at this, how they made this road inside this melted building.
Well, the bulldozer was the only way to get up that mountain to make that road. The bulldozers do that.
The only way.
You know, the big
the picture is about mainly understanding that there is no such thing as earth. It is melted red brick, as you can see by the edges of the road. Look, where they've dug it out, it's dug up the brick ash. It's come to the surface.
Geez, you could have just went in a straight line and saved gas.
Exactly. Why didn't they just go up here?
Back and forth.
Yeah. Do you know what?
That's how they keep making you think everything's
I'll
so
tell you
far
why
away.
this is like this. I'll tell you exactly why this is like this. And it's very, very simple.
Yeah.
The guy, the surveyor, has a Ferrari. End of story.
They want to make you think it's 250 miles away when it's really only fucking 20 miles away. And when you get in the plane, they make you think you're going faster than you are because you're going in a straight line.
Yeah.
All this ridiculous zigzag back and forth trying to get to one place.
Never doing what their science tells them to do. That they got to fucking keep the nose up to match the curvature.
Yeah, exactly.
You never feel that
curvature going around all these goddamn turns.
You never feel that jolt on a flight. Fucking liars. Anyway, look at the tops here, on top of this building. Look how it's churned up. The brick's churned up over here. Even more.
Small boulders. That one there's just a mess on that side.
Yeah.
At least the other one's chunky.
But you can still see some bricks at the top here. But
yeah, nice and chunky. That one over there is churned.
Very hot, very churned. Again, look how they built. I mean, why would you build like that if it wasn't for fucking pleasure, eye candy, to excite people?
Mm-hmm.
We get none of this in the architecture that we see nowadays.
Fucking no. You got to pay for that. You got to go into amusement
because what they're building now is prison blocks. You just don't know it. You don't realize it. You don't see it. Your house is a prison cell. And you've got your own keys to come and go.
Great.
Okay.
This goddamn apartment's about the size of one.
Look at the red brick. Look at the brick right in front of them.
These buildings are all melted. The red brick wall is all melted.
Yeah, right there, man. Look at that. That's the original.
Yeah, the original wall here.
Right there. Look at that.
But it's all melted.
Yes, it
comes
is.
around here as well. Little piece of the wall here in front of this guy in the yellow shorts.
Their face made it through the heat. Her face
he's filming up there when he should be looking at this melted brick wall down at his feet, because that's where I'd be looking first. Wasting your camera.
I bet you our concrete would have never held up in this heat. It would have just melted right down to nothing. That? Wow, look at that. It looks like the molds are just waffled out like a laser. Whammo.
Incredible precision here.
Yes, stacked.
We're just going to fly through these. It's just all the same, not all heat damage, scorched blocks. It's all signs of fervent heat from below. Again, look, steps have mangled the rail or the part that keeps you from falling over.
Yeah,
is all melted red brick. Blocky here, scorch marks, plants.
Man, the Greek islands are like that. I was in Corfu, man. There was shit like that. I've been pulling over.
So that is just a gardener's nightmare. Because the buggers will keep coming back.
Wow, look at the roof of that thing. Look at the top of that. What the hell is that? Here. Yeah, what is that? A pattern?
Plenty of damage. Oh,
you ain't shit. What's that thing on the bottom? My God.
Cat's gone all blocky, and it's going blocky up here.
Oh gosh!
That's what you're seeing it's turning into blocks.
That is, yeah. There's got to be the red bricks are underneath that. I mean, even those columns, when you get underneath them, you can see how they lay the brick out, and then they put that stuff.
This is turning into blocks up here. See, you can see lines, and then above that line, you can see like a wad of churning red brick. These are churning into blocks.
Looks like one of those patterns you shine your phone on it to get what do you get, the ching with the pattern ching.
Look at the ground here.
See what it says. The answer's right there. Just let your phone read it. It should tell you what it was. And sirens and mermaids and merman. Look at the
Yeah.
gills on that bitch. Yo, woo. Look at that gills.
They depicted all different kinds of vessels here. So, I mean, maybe they did exist, and they
Lungland,
did.
lot sirens. Oh, those are the sirens. They
The
lure you into
serene.
the rocks.
Yeah, the serene. They pull you into the rocks. You see them on the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're good. Those are good ones.
They were naughty because they ate you.
You know, you see them where brother, oh brother, where art thou? Remember that movie?
Yeah.
You
The map of underwater
Yeah.
cables that sustain the internet. There's no satellites. They're all lying bastards.
Oh yeah,
It's
look
all
at that.
underwater, big underwater cables.
And on balloons.
Yeah.
Whatever else. I mean, that's a lot of laying of cable pipe down there. That's a big
these
feat,
wonderful
though, I
buildings.
must
Look
say.
at the bricks in this.
So red, pink.
Look at the bricks. Oh my God. And then in the archway, it's cooked at certain blocks.
I like the copper witch hat
Power
roofs.
to the dome, red brick.
Look at the copper witch hat roofs.
Exactly.
You see them?
There
They're
they
wild.
are.
The solid, the copper, they're like, look at that things. And they look even melted a little bit, right? Look at them. They're all
Yeah,
crooked.
they are damaged. They're definitely damaged and scorched.
See how they're all swayed and they all look
Yeah.
like this, like someone's wearing them. Like,
The Queen's hat.
the queen, yeah.
The patina, look.
All right, so the top one is the same size as the bottom one. So that one, you could tell the size of them, how much could have sunk underground. So you know there's another third level. Look, there's a whole
Easily.
third level underground or more. You know
Or
there's
more.
at least one. And I bet you there's more than that underneath there.
But I mean, look, it is totally damaged. It's
I know.
scorched, and obviously it's sunk into the melted brick flood.
Even the walls got damaged. They pressed up against something. That shouldn't look like that. Even
No.
you ever see Petra? That Petra, how the imprints are
Yeah.
right on the side of the mountain.
Yeah,
In Petra, whatever they
yeah.
call it.
I've got extensive files on Petra.
I know. I saw that, man. They were good. I've been looking at them. That's why I'm saying. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
another horseshoe
Grid.
magnet right out in the middle of the ground. And if for the electrical grid back in the day, if that's free energy,
Melted
that's trying to
circuit
tell you.
board. Melted circuit board.
Yes.
Tops of buildings. Melted circuit board. See this?
Look at that.
This here. This
Arch.
arch was
Somebody
absolutely
fried out all the-
monstrously big.
All
And
the
you know it was
transistors got burnt
monstrously
right
big,
off. Look,
right? You know
all
it
the
was
transistors
monstrously
got
big,
burnt right off. Yeah.
right?
Sorry.
You listening? You know it was monstrously big
Yeah, look at that.
because look at everything else is tops of buildings.
That's big as the that's as big as the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, or even bigger. Look
Right,
at the,
this is in
look at the
northwest. Now, people are going to get, oh yeah, it's a Roman, but no, it's not Roman. This is in North Africa, showing
Right.
you that this grid system was all over the world. They
Greek,
just called it.
They call
They
it
just
Greek
called it the
architecture.
Roman Empire or the Etruscan
Greco.
Empire or the
Yeah.
Mongolian Empire, but it's all one place, all one people.
Tartarian Mongolians and
Tartarians is a term
Yeah.
that people want to use for
I know.
maybe the end of the era. You know, this is why they were removed from the history books and the flags were removed because they were the last vestiges.
You can look. You can see that. You can see that one pillar right next to it, and looks how dwarfed it is.
Why? Which
It
one?
looks like it's still one. Yeah, that one right there looks like it's still intact. And look how small it is compared to that.
Yeah, I mean,
And we know those
just
pillars
get
are
your
about
head around
30
it.
to
Get your
40
head
feet
around
tall.
it.
Well, there's six
What you're
columns, look at
seeing
the 6 pillars that
It's the
don't have.
tops
there's
of
six-
buildings, and that shows you how big this arch is.
It's
Mhm.
fucking huge, and it's electrical. It's a horseshoe magnet. I'm telling you. I got a great understanding, especially watching that guy's 5.5 hour video that talks about all that crazy shit. You got to pick
It
out
looks
the good
like-
shit.
These
Believe
look
me, I was-
like
I-
you could just pick them up with your thumb and your forefinger and push them into the grid. Push in,
Right.
pull out thing.
just
but
like
on a
the Lego. I
huge-
got clink,
On a huge fucking scale.
except the
Yeah,
fucking
melted
thing melted
buildings.
down once.
Melted buildings. Pocket of survival. Grid
Wow.
component as well. I'm just going to fly through these. Look.
Look at that. That's pretty.
Top of the building. Can't tell me that they chiseled that in there, mate, please.
Yeah, right. Some
Don't
That
even
was
start with your
punishment.
chiseling because we got a window here. How'd they do that one?
It wasn't finished. He died. He died of old age, man. He
died of old age and arthritis.
I know.
He had Chisler's cramp.
His job was the window. You couldn't even finish that.
He contracted Chisler's cramp and died at a very young age.
Again, all right, Turkey, man. There's the Hobbit hut.
Cappadocia again. Just a few.
Cappadocia, right?
Yeah, a few images. I mean, this is Cappadocia again. This is what they unearthed.
There's caves underground.
Buildings. You got people here working on it. Doors, windows, archways. What has those?
Look at that, man.
Buildings.
I'm just flying through them now.
Yeah, fly through them, man. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Look, clock tower.
Lighthouse. Just perfect.
It's not a lighthouse. It's a clock tower. It's been repurposed.
Of course.
Let's be real now. It's not a lighthouse. It's a
clock
tower that's been repurposed. Keep you boys straight. Keep you boys straight. Don't stray.
These people are sitting out there saying, "Hey, you know what? I'm expecting a ship any day today, so I'm just gonna stay out here with the light." You never know what's coming in the 1200.
I mean, what would you need?
I'll work there all night long smoking dudes.
Why would you need a lighthouse when
the bulb goes around? You know.
Why would you need a lighthouse?
You're getting no radio signal to tell you, "Hey, by the way, something's coming." You just say, I think today someone might be out there today. Fuck it.
It's simpler than that. It's simpler than that. Why would you need a lighthouse?
You wouldn't.
When there wasn't even any water here.
That's just a survival. The lighthouse would be all the way in the corner. And look, why would you build it over there? It doesn't do nothing for half the whole.
Half the time it's facing in the wrong direction.
Crashing into the side, damn it.
Half the time it's facing in the wrong bloody direction anyway.
Right,
so,
exactly.
It's not a lighthouse. It is a clock tower that's been repurposed. And look where it's set. It's in the middle.
It's so dumb.
They make it look like a lighthouse because
the dumb like to believe stories. Look,
that's the thing to do.
The Great Wall of China now.
The Great Wall.
Look what it melted down. Buildings either side.
That must be where you get. That must be the snack shop or something. The ticket booth or the snack shop.
They've even built steps to even go here. The steps.
You showed great evidence of the wall in the video and the documentaries. You, Jerry, too.
Yeah.
And on the first documentaries that he had, that first double without the sound.
Again, old picture.
Mangled.
Infrastructure here.
Okay.
Look, it's all blocky here. And people say, "Oh, it's the war and all that." No.
It looks like Dresden. Dresden looked like that, man. That's why they bombed the hell out of that place in Germany.
Yeah, of course, they had to get rid of the evidence.
I know. Mm-hmm. Well, there's something standing left.
This is building. Part of the building. There's a door here.
What's that?
That's an archway here.
Yeah.
Look, these are windows.
They didn't have cars. Wonder what they got around with. They didn't need to.
Who knows? It's all Fifth Element, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
You need to be Fifth Element, like to be able to get when it was in its pomp to move around.
Look at this damage. Look at the bricks. Look how they made them. Look at the pattern in those bricks. The X's. That's not graffiti. That's just from heat.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yep. Wow. I wonder what that place is or was.
We'll move on.
Yeah.
Look, tower. Heat damage at the bottom. Bricks.
Love the towers, boy.
Disheveled, they do. Very key components on the motherboard.
Too big for a corn silo.
And look.
God damn.
Size of it. Why these arches
why is the archway so big?
Yeah, it was that. Yes. And what is this groove here for? Is it for very tall, slim people? And
no,
this is very tall, fat people.
Nothing was by accident, man. It served a functional purpose. It had to. It must.
And then up the top here, we got these windows, arches all filled in. Why would you build a building with arches and windows and then fill them in? You just wouldn't.
I know.
Have them in the design to start.
Did they melt in like that? Well,
some of them we believe are filled in by bricks. Yeah, can happen.
Yeah, I know. I keep wanting to question it, but I'm afraid to open my mouth, especially when I was.
Well, you can open your
very show. I hate to yell at me.
You can open your mouth at me, mate, because if I know the answer, I'll give it to you. If I don't know it, I can't give it to you. It's simple as that. Again, old world order grid component building. Look at the archways and columns, and all the windows are all scorched.
Wow.
Bricks are all scorched. Again, from a different angle.
Yeah, we got certain parts of Brooklyn down here. They got the Arabian. They only got all those big onions on all the buildings, like like Bushwick. But look at this.
See the concrete mold upgrades. So,
yeah,
that looks like that. They're all government buildings, like armories. By us.
And now you have the after, the real after. This is what most of them look like. Mangled. Wow. Again, heat damaged. It's been painted this way to disguise it.
Has it been? Why does it look like that?
Yeah, exactly. It looks melted to me.
Wow. It looks all crooked.
And all they've done is just painted. They've painted this pattern to disguise the melt.
I think so.
It's throwing you off.
It sure is.
It's not throwing me off, though.
I got it. Yeah, I see what I can tell. You
never,
were right.
It will never throw me off. I've seen too much to. My eyes are just like it's laser vision now.
I got this. People telling me I got that damage, and I'm arguing with people. Oh, that thing's gotten in since 1930 on a building. I'm like, bullshit. That thing didn't melt down since 1930. I know it's a lie, and then you could never tell me otherwise now.
Oh, of course not.
Oh, and I'm arguing with my landlady, and I'm trying to stay on the good side. So I was like, okay, you're right. We're not even going to argue. And I was like, the hell no, I'm going to go home and I got to get back on my red brick side. Otherwise, I'm going to kill murder.
Oh, yeah.
I got to get
stress relief. Go and find some red bricks, mate. Some damage like this. Look at that. Look how it's all hanging down. Rock curtaining over. Archway to archway to archway. All blocky at the bottom. All these big blocks here.
Globe rovers.
Yeah.
Look how it's just pushed out too. That one right there on the left. How it's not even a formation. Yeah, it's pushed out.
Yeah, right there. I was looking at that pattern on the left there.
Look at
right there.
Here underneath
you
that
see
one.
See that? Yeah, you know
look
that.
Underneath here. Look how it's cooking into a block.
Yeah,
the pieces inside it.
Still got the bricky
like that too on a lot of places. Yeah.
See this one here? Cooking into a block.
Insane.
just drop random pictures.
Look at that again.
Balloon rocks inside the melt, inside the layout of the bricks.
You believe me, that was all red brick. You can.
Yeah. We're going to fly through, Mike.
Keep going, man.
Here, look.
See, we've already discussed stuff just like that.
See what I'm saying? This is the outside is gone blocky. Under it, you see the red bricks.
Exactly.
This is all concrete mold here, and under it is red bricks.
That's just for aesthetic looks, to make it look pretty, and probably insulated it like a.
Right.
Look, here we go. There's the outside covering, underneath melted red bricks.
Look at that. Those bricks are fused.
They've even melted out of them and left the hole. Incredible. That's another angle of this building there. There, look. Looks red brick, look. How viscous this looks here.
I've had that stuff in my hands. It's everywhere. It's a long, just.
Again, look, the old world order. It's that tower again with the damage at the bottom. Clearly see it's going blocky. Walls here are all melting and dripping. I will zoom it so you can see.
Yeah.
I'm not playing, look.
Yeah.
Look.
Look at that, man.
Look. Turned up.
Look. Look,
It goes right off the
Walking
edge.
out.
But the drainage.
And
The
here,
drain
look,
pipe.
here, look, drainage. Yeah, here, look at here. All heat damage here on this part of the wall. Bricks, all different orders and sizes. This is just churned up bricks. It's madness.
Turd and turd.
Look at inside. Brick flooded. This tower's melting. This wall's gone. It's all done in.
Wow.
Again, this is part of the building. Probably a tower done in. Don't look nothing like you could recognise it. And I think we're coming to the end.
Wow.
Building mangled. Same one, because that's the tower. That's the tower that's halfway melted. Oh no, it's a different one.
Listen.
Top of the building. See the bank of melted red brick. Slowly.
Massive.
Huge amounts of vegetation.
God. Yeah.
Huge amounts. Again, the old world order building, heat damaged. Now we had a lot of these in England, and they turned them into gas stations or something.
Really?
So
warehouses. Look at the windows. People just breaking them.
Gas station.
Yeah, but they make them into gas to do with gas stations, and for years don't do it now. They've all but been demolished. There is a couple left, but you know, it's old world. They have to get rid of it in the end.
Wow.
Old world, towers to the domes.
Wow. Short and
very, very, very. It looks very, very new, but it's heat damaged.
Yeah.
Another old world building here. You see these where they put these extensions here on the outside, like bubble world. It's crazy. Yeah, this is this castle with this melt. Bricks popping out in balloon rocks.
Yeah, that same place again. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That same place, a little child soldier showing you their intent. They want to put children in wars.
That was old world? No. With the child, you think, too?
Yeah, man.
They had wars back then?
Look,
Nah.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm talking that's not an original statue.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's
Thank you.
This new world order, that is.
I
mean,
think
look at
we're
this building.
fucked up in the head thinking we got to get our asses fucking nuts. I've been trying to, dude, for so long. I gave up, man. I've been trying to, wake people up with all the activism.
You know what? The message will be received by those who are supposed to receive it, and that's
right. So thank God.
look at it.
Wow.
That's the way I look at it. I told you these buildings don't look old.
They're too damaged living now. They look like they got bombed too on top of that shit.
But it's heat damage. It's heat damage.
Yeah. Look at them bricks.
It's not explosive damage.
I seen them bricks in buildings that people are living in. They didn't condemn them, and you could tell it's heat damage in Brooklyn.
I mean, look, this is another old world building. You can tell by the end fascias. This bit at the top here.
The elevators are still working in the building.
If you go to Antwerp or Dresden, you see these old world buildings with this same decorative corners and this. It's a wonderful design. It's so simple, but it's so effective on most of the old world order buildings. I mean, it's incredible.
We should study them because they ran on the same thing what everything else ran on. If they ain't burnt out, there's got to be some components that had to be back engineered somehow to understand.
I mean, this is what I mean about you can tell the difference in the architecture straight away.
I've been in churches like that. I've been in.
Look what's left of it. Look what's right of it. Look what's
the spires
around it. It's all drab. It's all boxy,
horrible,
crap buildings. But look at this magnificence here.
Yep.
Stuck there like it's an oasis of tranquility and cool in the middle of all this madness.
Exactly.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Actually. It's 3.5 hours. That'll do me. Guys, I want to thank you for hanging.
Yeah.
It's been great. I've got to get up early. I've got to take my grandkids to school, and I've got the day a bit because I've got to pick them up. Then I've got to take them swimming.
Nice.
So I have to have a bit of energy about me tomorrow. I can't be slow. Not with those two.
Oh, it's 2 in the morning. It's 2 in the morning by you.
It's yeah. It's just turning 2 o'clock. Yeah, it's just turning.
Yeah.
I've got to be up at 6.
It's 9 o'clock here in New York.
Yeah. So I've got to be up at 6. So
you're way ahead, man. You got to get. I know.
Yeah, I've got to get my head down. But I want to thank you, Mike.
over here.
O'clock right now by you at night. 6 at night or 7?
What?
Is it 6 or 7? Meltology. James, is it? What time is it where you are?
Let's
6.
see.
Yeah,
6 o'clock.
6.
Yeah.
6
So you're
o'clock,
on you're on the west end. Yeah, it's 9 here.
Yeah.
So it's exactly
I'm on the late shift. I'm on the late shift. Anyway,
all right,
listen, guys.
Have a good night,
I
man.
am shutting it
You
down.
like
I'm
cool?
I'm going to sign out. Thank you for
I am
having me,
shutting
man.
it down
Again, I
now.
appreciate it.
I will
Thank you,
send the
guys.
links out
Eagle
again.
Eye Crew, much
We'll
love to
do another
everyone.
jam
One
in a
love.
few
Mike,
hours'
take
time.
it easy.
Take care.
Spartan.
You're welcome,
pleasure.
guys.
Bye.
I'll come back soon. I will send the links out to you. Take it easy, Eagle Eye Crew. One love. Remember, we are the survivors of the survivors. Love you guys immensely. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back soon. Spartan Red. Out.